Hello. Hi. I'm here. You see this? This is what Tech Week does to my hiding spot. It's okay though.
That's cute.
Today, not tomorrow, today. Oh shoot, I forgot to do the thingy. I'm sorry. I knew I was gonna forget something. I am so derpy every time. Hopefully I can fix this before everyone arrives. Okay. Okay? Yes? Please? Please and thank you? お願いいたします Please and thank you. はい。Okay.
And remember,
あ、
hydrate or
あらららららら。
しなきゃわ。
Oh, you scared me. Hi, Beach. How are you? Thank you for the hydrate. I'm gonna do my best. Also while stretching. I'm stretching. Believe it. Stretch to the sky. We got this. Everything is stretch. Okay. Okay, thank you. I need to add like thingies where you can make me do exercises. I think that would be fun. Don't you think that would be fun? Okay. And hydration. Got my tea. Seno. Hui. I want to. The 7-in run that we have to do is one of those things where I was like, I want to do this tomorrow. And then my past timer was like, not tomorrow, today. And I'm like, okay, okay. Ah, 7-in just takes so long when you're alone, when you're like duo. Just because they spawn so far. Okay, I will double check. Okay, more copy. Also, let's change. Okay. Worst case we'll end up dueling, which isn't necessarily bad. We'll be fine on everything except okay. Also, if anyone else out there wants to come, please do. We'd be happy to have you. Happy to have you. I'm in my blanket waiting for everyone to come. Though the only thing I have to be careful about is if I'm in this too long, I'll end up like just falling to sleep. It's so comfy to like... Have you ever wrapped yourself up in a blanket when you're just like, this is nice. This is really nice. And then everything is okay. And you're just like, yeah, I could get used to this. I am okay with the way that life is unfolding. Hi, Indra. How are you today? Good to see ya.
Oh, I invited Indra. I didn't know he was back.
Oh, welcome back. You ready for this? You ready to do some 7-in on Indra? You ready? Aye.
Wow, look at his new outfit. He's been trying to cosplay as a Blossom member lately. He's really hitting it.
Yes, your featureless robe faces. Your featureless robe faces are great.
Apparently, my guild leader gave him the ribbon.
That's hilarious. That's good.
He had kind of like an off-brand bootleg ribbon, and my guild leader was like, "Nah, you need this ribbon."
Oh, right. I can't lead the tech because I'm dumb. Did I forget to hit complete?
It's your quest, though.
I know. That's the
Your
problem.
pass.
It's because I stopped VAing at let me see what point it's at. Oh, I stopped VAing in the middle. If I were to stop now, I'd have to do the entire first part again. Ah, damn it. If you don't mind, can I do that first of it?
I don't mind waiting, but you have to ask Indra.
Do you mind, Indra? I'm sorry. I didn't realize that I was still locked out of tech. I'm sorry about that.
We'll just chill here.
I'm sorry. Guess we're voice acting.
Aww. Indra says he's happy to see you.
Yay! Yay! Thank you.
You've been gone for a while.
That's true. Thank you.
I heard you went on some trip somewhere.
I have no idea what you're talking about. It was fun, though. It was fun. It was very fun. I really enjoyed it.
That's good.
Yeah. But, E-Man, this stupid quest, have y'all seen what we have to do in some of these quests? Also, every time I see Piran, all I can think of is a muffin on the Sinmag plains that, like, it's like you taught a kobold how to use transformation mastery and you forgot to teach him how to cancel it. And then he just goes onto the Sinmag plains, turns himself into a muffin, and then just sits there like, oh my god, I'm a muffin. What do I do now? I don't know what to do. And then bears just come up and sniff it like, what is this thing? Like, this smells nice. I think I could eat this. And then like the kobold as a muffin is just like, don't eat me, please, okay, no eat, no, eat, no, But then the bear is like, let's divide you up into pieces because you're looking like a little snack. And then Piran is just like quivering. That, like, being faced with that scenario is how Piran interacts with life. That's just Piran's set of in life. Also, sorry, that's a bit cacophonous. There we go. Okay. I want to do, like, I also kind of want to talk with Piran in my normal voice, but I am using my normal voice to narrate, so feels bad. Ooh, Ninetales. That's cool. Congrats. Malician, while we were waiting for you to arrive, Miss Marlene and I took some time to look around town. It was a pretty thorough sweep, but we didn't find anything out of the ordinary. Frankly, I'm a bit miffed at our lack of progress. We checked every place 2, even 3 times, just in case we might have overlooked anything. And still, there were no traces of one of those monoliths anywhere. Do you think it's possible we guessed the wrong location? I was so sure we were on the right track, but, it's just so weird. We looked over town and it's nowhere to be found. Maybe the third symbol isn't here after all, and the clue is pointing somewhere else. I don't think so. It must be here. We're just not looking in the right spot. The Foamers are undertaking a massive effort to resurrect their old king, but even they can't accomplish something like that through hard work alone. They're following some sort of complex ritual to make it happen. And that means there's no deviating from the process outlined in the ritual, even if sticking to it makes things difficult for them. If something were to go awry midway through, it would jeopardize their entire plan. They may be farmers, but even they wouldn't want their efforts to go up in smoke. Well, when you put it that way, it's hard to disagree. Oh, do you think the townspeople might have recognized something out of the ordinary? If a strange hunk of rock with a glowing eye popped up around town, you can bet someone would know something about it, right? That's actually not a bad idea. Who are you and what have you done with Paran? Let's spit up and ask around, but don't go too overboard. We don't want to worry those people if we can avoid it. Well, this is the first time you said one of my ideas was good without nitpicking it, Miss Merlin. Can you believe it? And that's significant somehow? Of course it is! It means we've grown to trust each other more because of all that we've been through together. Of course it's significant. Is that so? Okay, sure. Let's go with that. Anyway, let's get out there and find what the residents know. Don't let me catch you slacking now. You're not embarrassed, are you? Of course not! Anyway, Miss Merlin and I are gonna head into town again, Militian. If we split up and talk to everyone, I'm sure we'll find some sort of clue that much faster. Ask the residents of a main mock if they've noticed anything strange around town. Hi time! I was gonna do the run and then I realized I'm like locked out of... We are talking to Dylan. Her smile is as fresh and ever present as the basket of flowers she carries. You know what bothers me? Dylan doesn't carry flowers. And they went through the trouble of giving her voice acting. Or at least they gave Dell voice acting. I don't know if they gave Dylan voice acting. But you can hear her in the background voice acting, right? Like she has, they like, 안녕하세요. But they still haven't given Dylan flowers. She is wearing a sweet, cheerful dress embellished with ruffles and embroidery. Her long, straight hair flows over one shoulder. As soon as she catches your gaze, she strips over to a conversation. Inquire about any Darkstone monoliths that might have popped up around town lately. Sometimes I head down to the lakeside to admire the wildflowers. I was just there the other day and thought I saw something weird reflected in the water. Maybe I was just tired, but you never know. It could be the thing you're looking for. Do you like flowers? I have a bunch. They walk over to her sister Dell. Oh my, I don't think I've ever seen anything like what you're looking for. Truthfully, I prefer the beauty of flower blossoms to cold hard stone. Take a look at these flowers. Aren't they gorgeous? Okay, Galvin. Here stands a young man with dirty brown hair almost completely hidden under an even dirtier hat. Constantly leaning over to his right, he attempts to flag down passerby to his store. His sleeveless jacket is decorated in embroidered metallic patterns, and his dark blue eyes seem to wander as he speaks, always seeking more customers. He keeps mumbling something to himself, but it's rather difficult to make out what he's saying as he keeps talking a mile a minute. Inquire about Darkstone monoliths that might have popped up around town lately. I don't know what voice I'm supposed to give to this guy. You, any ideas? Also, you are a bunny. Hop hop, little bunny.
I'm a bean.
You're a bunny bean.
Oh, that's cute.
Micro bunny bean.
What do you want my opinion on?
What voice should this guy have?
He looks like he kind of just hit puberty, but he's like really awkward. And he's never had a girlfriend or his first kiss yet. And he's an honest, hardworking young man. Trying really hard out there. And he may have some acne problems. So
I don't know how to add a voice to that. I guess I'll just try.
Young and nerdy slightly, like unsure on his feet.
Should I give him the stereoscopic voice?
Can you do like a test run of that?
Oh, could you run that by me one more time?
No, absolutely not. That's more like an old man with like a beard.
Oh my goodness, hello Hatsu. How are you? Thank you so much for the raid. Hello. Hello everyone. Are you seeing this? It's a raid. Hello. Hello. I am a derp. Hello everyone. Thank you for doing the shoutouts for me. Hello everyone. In case you're not aware, I am a kitsune with very derpy. I am very derpy kitsune, but I try my best and I do a lot of voice acting and other fun things. Oh, bye-bye. Eh? Why isn't this working? Oh, yeah. I also have a VTuber form. This is my PNG tuber form. I have a couple of different things. I'm not really sure what's going on with the shoutout, but I did my best. So I've got a lot of different like emotes for different situations. Like when I'm about to carve things up with my Divine Knight blade, or when I'm waving at people, bowing to thank them for raiding in, or just cuddling up in my little blankets. Yes, I have, Lumi. Thank yous. Also, I'm very grateful for the raid, everyone. I am trying. I try my best. I'm glad you like them, Lumi. Thank you. That makes me happy. So, that said, I'm very derpy, six-tailed kitsune, so I just do voice acting. There's a lot of work in it, but it's worth it. There's some ingy ones too, and there's disgusting ones of like, ugh, I'm not sure how I feel about this. Also praying for luck. Thank yous. Oh, thank you, Lumina. People like my vein the most, but he's not around, so we'll see. Oh, could you run that by me one more time? I was afraid I was enjoying a bit of daydreaming just now. I'm not really sure what you're talking about. Sure doesn't sound like something that'd be easy to miss, though. What do you need? I can get you anything. Thanks, Galvin. Valley Boy? I don't know. That is a good question. Let's go with Neil. He's got long brown hair, although you would never be able to guess the last time his hair had been combed. His hat is worn so low that you can barely make out his faintly smiling lips. His worn-out hat and robe look like they've been through many travels. Although you cannot see his eyes, by the rest of his manner you can tell he has a jovial temperament. Whenever someone talks to him, he greets them with a soft but cheerful voice, like a friendly puppy or an old friend. The Militia inquires about any Darkstone monoliths that might have popped around on town lately. Strange things, you say? Might be as I've seen something odd in the shadows on the water. When the surface is calm, you can sometimes see a dark figure reflected there. I can't rightly say if it's just my mind playing tricks on me, but if you're curious, why not head down to the water and take a look yourself? You wanna listen to a song? Thank you, Hatsu! I hope you have a wonderful night. Hope you have a lovely sleep. Sleep is important. Please rest up. Get that nice bed. Get nice blankets. Have sleepy dreams. And happy blanket travels. A beautiful lady wearing a detailed plate armor mail holds her hand up to her face as if curious but slightly troubled. Her deep green eyes sparkle underneath her thin raised eyebrows. Her light brown hair is tied in a ponytail behind her head, which hangs down past her shoulders. As she talks, she seems distracted, and whenever she is not talking, she quietly hums to herself. The Militia inquires about Darkstone monoliths. Something like a big slab of rock? I wonder. I feel like I might know something, but it's so vague. I might not know anything about it. What was it again? Oh yeah, recently on my way to San Mag, I think I caught sight of something like that. Osla is always so derpy. Also, Lumina, just for you, I'll just do one line of Neil again for you.
Do you wanna listen to a song?
There you go. I forgot who else I'm supposed to talk to. Shin is a long lady with an adorable dress sporting puffy yellow laces. She leans a bit to her right so she can look at customers with her large cherry-covered eyes. Her complexion is smooth and clear. Each time she speaks, she enunciates her words in her perfect, clear voice, while her short bob hair bounces up and down. Monoliths? What? You're looking for a big slab of rock? Haha, are you talking about the contest statue? It's set up right over there in the town square. Loch Leo's, the best restaurant in Main Maka. No, the whole kingdom. Thank yous for the head pat and drum. Thank yous. I forget how many people you're supposed to talk to. Let's see. Is it? I'm being bombarded. Help. Thank you, Lumina. Appreciate you. I like how one of them got stuck on my eye. It's just stuck inside my eye. Thank you. Thank you very much. Aodhan's thick, sharp features mirror his expression. He has thick eyebrows above sharp azure eyes, a thin nose, and an angular chin. His thin lips are taut with determination. The single braid hanging from his short hair instantly identifies him as a knight. Tall and sure of himself, he sticks out his chest as he talks, leaving a powerful impression on those around him. Monoliths, Aodhan.
If something like what you described had appeared, I can guarantee we would have gotten a report about it right away. A big hunk of rock like that would stick out by its very nature, wouldn't it? Unless it was someplace people usually don't go, I suppose.
I feel like I could have done a better one for him. I feel like he should have been deeper. How many people am I supposed to talk to? This feels like I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Once. Hit? I like how I was like just derping around and then like my hands spasm in the keyboard and I just went monoliths. And he was just like, no, I'm not talking to you. Go away. Okay then, I believe you. It's Della Neil Osla. Oh, I need to talk to Agnes. Agnes? Agnes? Which of it is it? I don't know which one it is. Agnes? Blah. Whatever, I don't think it's actually relevant. She's the healer, if I recall correctly. I haven't been to a main in a while. Nanina. Hello. Here we go. Her dark eyes shine with innocence in her pale face. Her green hair is worn up in neat twin braids. Her healer robes are practical but customized with a touch of her own personal style. As she sees you, she turns to greet you with a smile on her face and her hands folded primly.
This platform.
Huh?
We can't do that here, sir.
Huh?
You have to wait for my own leaves. Pervert. You
はぁ？Hatsu, Daijoubu? Anta. Daijoubu? Ne. Daijoubu? Do I need to call something for you? Maybe. Okay.
A monolith? I'm afraid this is the first I've heard of it. Oh wait, you know, recently a boy from the village fell into the lake and said he saw something strange beneath the water.
You little
It might-
perverty.
Oh,
Ansley. I don't.
it might be unrelated, but then it would explain why you're having trouble finding it.
Okay. We're starting to get an idea of where it's hidden. Please let me finish so I can go run 7N with my... Hold on. Okay, that was everyone. Good. Oh. Is there anywhere you can see anything?
There sure is, but you knew that, right? It's right behind me. Just go straight through the door and up the stairs and you'll be in at the observatory. It's not free, but you knew that, right?
Oh, his Korean voice isn't that far off. The Militian ascends the lighthouse stairs and tries to use the telescope. Using the telescope, the Militian observes the waters. Of looking at the moon gate, nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. However, looking at the bridge and the chapel, again, nothing seems out of the ordinary. Looking closer at the water, we see fishies swimming around. Happy little fishies. Oh, on an island out in the middle of the water is a black monolith. We found it. The Militian is pleased with their discovery and calls out, "There it is, on an island in the lake." What am I supposed to do from here? Okay. You know what? I'm too lazy to walk back down the stairs. Or maybe I'm not. Oh, I had my doll bags out. By the way, just as an aside for everyone, there are a couple of like neat tricks I found that I kind of wanted to share with people, but I don't remember what they are right now.
So, how did you fare? Were you able to speak to many of the town's residents? We spoke to quite a few, but no one seemed to have any idea what we were talking about, or seen anything that looked like the monolith.
I had better luck. Look at what I found.
Huh? You mean to say it's on an island in the middle of the lake? Does that mean we'll have to go through the water? I see. Well, that complicates things somewhat. The lake here is much deeper than it appears, so trying to cross it won't be a simple matter. I'd heard that after the tragedy, Amain Maka now takes a far more active role in the management of its various islands. They're trying their best to prevent another incident like that. It may be a small island, but I'm sure there's someone responsible for tending to it from time to time. Whoever it is will know the best way to get to it. But the question then remains, how are the Foamers able to place one of their symbols right there under the nose of the island's keeper? Perhaps it'd be best to speak with a few people who are familiar with the town. I know we just got done doing it, but we should talk with the residents again. How much do I have to do? Hold on, I'm just double checking, like, how much do I have to do? Okay, this one is relatively straightforward, and then after that, it's just a quick slime mission. Okay, cool. That's not too bad. So, I'll probably be ready in, like, to run the 7N in maybe, like, another 20 minutes? If all goes
Sure.
well? The
The
ma-
longer you take, the more I can watercolor.
Ooh, fancy. He has pale blonde hair and calm blue eyes, and his expression seems to give visitors a warm sense of welcome. You can see that his friendly greetings might confuse some people who expect a clergyman to be much more serious. If it weren't for his priest token, visitors might not even be able to tell that he is a priest. His priest medallion and stoles around his shoulder, however, affirm his position. Hey, how do I get... The militia inquires as to how to get to one of the islands in the lake.
I have to wonder, why would you want to go to a place like that? You may not know, but the island I believe you're referring to has ties to a dark chapter in the main Maka's history. Long ago, in the midst of the terrifying Foma raid that once befell this town, a young boy left his family and swam to the island to hide. I can only imagine how scared he felt, watching his home and his school burn and his neighbors screaming in terror. To choke back his tears, he must have been quite the brave lad. In the midst of the chaos, he tried to comfort himself by thinking of his loving family and friends. It's a sad little story from one of the saddest events in our history here. Some say it's a folk tale, but if you go to the island today, you'll find a strange old signpost with a magic spell on it. At any rate, the artisan from the puppy shop goes there every once in a while to take care of necessary maintenance. I don't know the easiest way to reach the island, so you'd have to ask him. Sorry I couldn't be more help, but I was at least able to point you in the right direction.
Thank you, priesty boy. You know, that's one of the things that I don't miss about having not finished all of my generations, is having to run around like a headless fox.
Headless fox, that poor thing.
Hello there.
Hugh, who is the keeper of the island in the lake?
Ah, you're talking about that one with the sign, right? The shop is a business entity, takes care of the general upkeep of the island. Let me see.
Hugh looks over the shop's artisans one by one, frowning as he tries to recall something.
I know I signed it to someone. Now, who was it? It's right on the tip of my tongue. Ah, that's it. I apologize for forgetting something so basic. Melitian. Ewan is the one I set in charge of caring for the island. He goes there about once a month to tend to things there. There isn't much that needs upkeep, really, but it's better to be prepared than not. You should talk to him for more details.
Okay. Mighty fine haul today.
Oh, wick is a-rising, high up in the sky, but the wagon driver speeds along, the pastures rolling by. La 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 la. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. Is there something you need from me?
Yes. What about the island and the lake? I've heard that you go there to do maintenance regularly. Can you tell me more about it?
Yeah, I think, yeah, I was totally put in charge of that island, probably. Hey, no need to fret. In all honesty, nobody goes there. It's not like there's any reason for you to go either. What's there to see? A few items on a tiny tree and a weird signpost. That's all there is. I go over maybe once a year just to do a little cleaning, trim the trees and such. When was the last time I went over there?
How is the best way to cross the water?
What, you still want to go there? Why would you? No, wait. Actually, that sounds like a great idea. While you're there, take a look around and let me know how everything is. You know the basics. Check the trees are growing well. Make sure signpost is leading over anything. That's all there is to it. Pretty easy. Promise me you'll do that for me and I'll tell you how to get across. You might be thinking a boat. That's where you'd be wrong. What you need is some secret magical powder, courtesy of Miss Fleta. Bet you didn't see that coming. I'd be glad to give you some, but unfortunately I'm out of the stuff on account of not having actually gone there for so long. Why'd I carry on a bag of powder I'd use maybe once a year? Don't worry, I'm sure Fleta will give you some if you find her and explain. Good luck. Counting on you.
That seems so needlessly complicated, and for a moment we consider borrowing a boat under the cover of night. However, that wouldn't be a very heroic thing to do, and it would allow you to bypass a fetch quest, so that's not allowed. It looks like you have to see Fleta and tell her what you need.
That's the actual dialogue?
Hmm?
What you just read was the actual dialogue from the game?
90% of it was. Like, the part about it being not very heroic was actual dialogue. The part about, like, skipping the fetch quest was just additional fluff.
Ah, okay. That was good fluff.
Thank you. The part about, like, you consider just sneaking one from the cover of night, but that wouldn't be very heroic. is actual dialogue, though. Fleta should be here very soon. So, while we are... Hi, Ronnie. How are you? It's good to see you. Oh, there's so many hearts. Despair. How are you? I'm not in despair because I'm happy because I'm being showered in hearts. But how are you today? Glad to see you. It's like I've been blessed by Ronnie's presence. Oh, you've just gotten off work? You need to drive home? Oh, okay. I shall be praying for your swift and safe journey. Take care out there. Be safe. Don't run into anyone with knives. Oh, okay. Ronnie, before you go, are you here? Ronnie, are you still here? No, you may not. Unless Lumina wants to. But otherwise, no. Okay, I guess I have to do both now. Y'all are great. Thank y'all. Okay then, guess we're doing both. I'll do Ronnie's first, since he's gotta go. Ronnie-san, 本当にいいね。いい人ですよね。みんな飲ませちゃう。そして、本当にみんなのストリームを見てくれたので、本当にありがたいね。あら。本当に優しい子ですよね。欲しいのそして、いつも、あらららAd breaks! Oh, that is too funny. That is hilarious. Ah, that is too funny. Okay, while the ads are running, Fleta should be spawning in a little bit. I'll wait for the ads to end. That was too hilarious. Oh, the timing on that was so bad. I snoozed the ads earlier too, and I didn't see like the re-snooze option. Like Rab is here, so where's Fleta? Oh, she's over here. Wow, you actually did it. I mean, thank you. I needed it to train Rab in the finer points of rock, paper, scissors. Why would you need fairy dust? That boy from Umain Maka came to me for some a few years ago, but you're the first person to ask about it ever since. Fleta rummages around in her pockets, which appear to be far deeper than they would appear from the outside. Finally, she pulls out a small bottle that contains sparkling powder. There you go. I feel like I should probably also that fairy dust doesn't exactly grow on trees, so make sure you don't lose it. When you sprinkle a bit on yourself, it makes your body really light. So light, in fact, that you'll be able to walk on water.
And remember, hydrate or die.
Keep in mind the effect wears off quickly, so watch out for that. One sprinkling should last about 5 minutes, give or take. Anyway, are we done here? I think we're done here. Toodles. Also, while I'm here, Fleta, stop running away from me. Stop teleporting around the plains. Okay, so, okay, ads are over. So, okay, welcome back. Okay. How much of it did you hear before, Lumina? I don't know how much of it you got to hear. That's literally it. That's truly unfortunate. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? And then I'll do yours. あらあら、ロニさん、本当にいい人ですよね。みんな水を飲みさせて、本当にいい子ですよね。あらあらあら。みんなに混乱しちゃうね。そして、本当に心配してくれたんだから、ストレッチとか、いろいろないいものをやってますから。あら、本当に優しい子ですよね。あら、あらあらあら。もっと欲しいの？そして、いつもハートをあげてるんだから、いいね。あら、あらあら。そして、ルミナさんね。あら、あらあらあら。本当に優しい子だけど、自分のこと全然知らないね。あら、あら。自分のことを見つけちゃったのかな。あらら。そして自分の言葉を使ってアイデンティティクライシスのことですよね。あら、あらあら。あら。ルミナさん。もっと混乱しちゃうか？あらあら、あら。混乱しちゃうの？あらら。じゃあこれで終わり。でも将来にもっとあげたいの。あら。はい、終わってます。We are done. I hope you both enjoyed your respective ara speeches. As for translations, I said, oh, Ronnie is such a nice person. Ronnie is always making sure everyone is staying hydrated and drinking things, and is also telling people to do things and helping to take care of them, like telling them to stretch, and is always watching everyone's streams. It's so nice of Ronnie. Such a good person. Such a good child. Very good. 10 out of 10 head pats for Ronnie. And then there's Lumina. Oh, Lumina, Lumina, Lumina. So, yeah. I've seen you have had so much trouble finding yourself. Using your own words, you've got that identity crisis. So, any progress on that? Or shall it be in perpetuity? I enjoy listening to you, and I love what you do on your stream. You're also an incredibly nice person, and I'm glad that you're here. And that's everything. Oh my god. Indra, you could have just redeemed... Indra, why'd you spend 500 on that? You could have got that for 1,500. You could have just redeemed Valley Girl for 5 minutes and then redeemed...
After you.
So you want it redirected at you? Okay. So, for question, if we're doing a Valley Girl ara, do we want, like... Should I do, like, the Japanese equivalent of Valley Girl? Or, like... Like, what do you want from that? What, you want... Wait, you want the English... You want it done in English? Okay, Japanese words, but like English. Like, you want an English Valley Girl speaking Japanese, or do you want a Japanese, like, equivalent of a Valley Girl? So, like, awkward pronunciation and everything? Like, you want stereotypically Valley Girl pronunciation mixed into that? Alright. That is a very interesting request. You've got a good imagination, I'll give you that. Thank you for the single heart, Lumina. So, oh no. No. ちょっとね。夕焼けちょっといい人ですよね。I like.
This is awkward.
ちょっとね、あんたと一緒に楽しいことをやってるんだから。It's本当に君が好き。そして彼女として本当にいい人ですよね。そして本当に将来にちょっとね、できたいいろいろなことがしたいんだから。じゃあ、アイラ。Oh my god. Oh, that was fun. That was an interesting one.
I don't really know what to say to that.
Oh, that is so much fun.
It sounded like Family Guy.
Oh, Tony. Oh, Tony.
Very, like, heavily American vibes.
Yeah, that was fun.
Good job.
I didn't really know what a Valley Girl was.
Well, if I were to like totally stay in English, this is kind of like Valley Girl, but you know, got a little bit of a twang to it, but like a lot more lax injected in the speech and kind of, you know, when you go to it's a bit of Southern Belle as well, but kind of a lot more like, it's kind of like a mix between like basic California and, you know.
Reminds me of Kentucky.
Mm-hmm. That's the idea.
Thank you for that experience.
You're welcome. Oh my god, that was painful to do though. I like kept automatically like trying to slip back into correct pronunciation, so that was like actually hard. Indra. Also, Indra, why did you make me commit such sacrilege against Japanese? Why? I'm angry. Like, why? Why was that necessary? Are y'all looking at this? Do you see what this man made me do? Sacrilege. Yeah. Okay, we show Marley and Pearl the fairy dust received from Fleta and tell them we found a way to reach the island in the lake. Wow, fairy dust? Here I thought you were just gonna come back with a boat. You always found the most amazing solutions to problems. It's such a small amount, though. I worry a light breeze is all it would take to send it sailing away. What if a gust of wind were to blow right as you sprinkle the dust? So, basically, when you sprinkle the dust on yourself, your body becomes really light? It sounds like what we need, but it's obvious there's only enough to send one of us there and back. Right, there's not enough in that bottle to take us all to the island. I suppose you'll have to take point on this one too, Melitian. Marlene seems a bit downcast as the realization which strikes you as unusual for her. To tell the truth, I feel ashamed. I promised my lady I'd travel by your side and protect you from harm, but I'm never there to help you when you could have used it most. I suppose even from the beginning it was plain as day. You're strong enough and skilled enough to be a one-person expeditionary force. For a royal guard like me, it's a privilege just to be a part of this. But sometimes I wonder,
why am I even here? Miss Marlene? I know it's foolish of me to say this, but I keep wondering whether I deserve to be part of this expeditionary force. What are you talking about? This investigation needs you.
Of course it does.
I'm sure the Militian feels the same way, right?
Of course. The Militian clasps Marlene's hand in support.
You really?
A momentary smile tinged with a fleeting sense of regret and a hint of bitterness passes across Marlene's face.
There are certain reasons I was chosen to be part of the expeditionary force. Initially, someone far greater than myself was to join, but for the sake of Her Majesty's support base. But the Pontiff's court and their supporters wouldn't hear of it. Because of that, instead of a proper knight, you got me instead. Though I suppose that ultimately it really makes little difference one way or the other. Having the storied Militian on our side was bound to tip the scales in our favor. The royal family just had to send the message they were taking direct action to address a serious problem by dispatching an expeditionary force. Just for 1 second, forget about politics and knightly honor and all that stuff. The truth is, I need you here, Miss Marlene. Perron? You're smart, you're cool, and you never give up. Sure, the Militian is a one-of-a-kind hero, but I look up to you too, in a different way. Sure, you can be a little distant sometimes, and even scary when you get mad, but I've seen enough to know you have a good heart, Miss Marlene. Think about this. I'm the least
Oh, hello, Flan Hokage. Thank you very much for coming to see. I'm PNG tubing today. I'm glad to see that you're here. I'm just doing a bunch of voice acting for Apocalypse right now. I try to give everyone their own unique voices, so thank you very much for coming, and I hope you'll enjoy. We're also going to take a quick break after I finish this step of the quest to do a quick 7 and Elite, but also, thank you very much for coming. I appreciate you being here. And if you have any other questions about the game or things like that, please feel free to ask while I'm doing this. That said, back to voice acting.
Think about this. I'm the least qualified to be here out of all of us, but even I was able to somehow read the book, open the cryptexes, and find the symbols. You've done a lot more than me. My point is, if even one of us weren't part of this team, we wouldn't have come this far. Would we, Miss Marlene? We're all important here. The Militian, me, and especially you.
Perron smiles warmly as he takes both the Militian's and Marlene's hands in his. Thank you, Perron. All this time, I thought I'd been assigned to the expeditionary force simply due to a fluke. An acceptable choice that both factions could agree upon, and one least likely to inflame the tensions within the nobility. But even if that is at least partially true, I see now that it may not have been the entire reason. Thank you both for accepting me, and for lifting me up when I was discouraged by such thoughts. You have my word, I'll set aside any misgivings and focus on resolving the matter at hand.
And is that all? Just a simple thank you? How about we treat ourselves to a nice meal over at the restaurant while the Militian goes to investigate the island? Ow!
Marlene lightly thwaps Perron in the back of the head. Perron, you've got the constitution of a marshmallow and whinge about nearly every hardship we face. You said yourself you didn't want to be a burden to this expedition, right? I think some basic training is in order. We can start with some squats, push-ups, and crunches while the Militian is out investigating the island. It looks like part of my mission is to toughen you up so you feel more like a contributing member of this team.
Please, be sure to come back soon, Militian, preferably before the push-ups.
Militian, you said the fairy's dust doesn't last long, right? In that case, it would be best to use it on the shore of the lake nearest to where the island is. We'll be waiting for you here. Please, be careful. Yay! And now, the Militian walks over to the edges of the water and uses the fairy dust.
Oh, whoa. What's going on?
Let's
Very black.
Yes. Let's fix that, shall we? There we go. Also, if you're still here, Hokage, Eggnagi, you'll get to see what an elite tet looks like. It's one of the harder difficulties. I forgot where the edge you're supposed to stand on is. It's... Oh, it's the one that's way down there. I think this is the one where, if you look at your map... Isn't this the one where... It's faster to go to Pyaka? Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I have a shadow mission, and then after that, I will be running an elite tech with some of the people here. So you should take a look at that so that you can see what some of the harder content looks like. It may be enlightening. Yeah. I think I have to use the fairy dust here, maybe? Oh, sorry, I need to drop out a party for a sec, everyone. Give me just a sec. The Militian goes to the edge of the water in a main Maka and uses the fairy dust. With this, they're able to walk on water. And they simply run across the water to arrive at the island. Looking around after arriving, they find that there are a bunch of slimes.
That's cute. I love slimes.
It seems that the slimes are protecting the barrier. The Militian works by pulling the slimes into the barrier, causing them to self-destruct and explode, damaging the barrier. Positioning, I think, right here. There we go. The monolith's glowing eye dims, then fades, and is subsequently destroyed by the Militian. Once they strike with their full might, destroying the monolith and shattering it in a rain of pulverized stone, they search through the rubble and find another cylindrical cryptex. But as with the times before, they soon begin to feel the onrush of dizziness and hear a voice echoing from one side of their head. One has turned away from hypocrisy, one has a father grimed with greed, one drowns in vanity, but the Prime Minister's avarice need only be kindled, child of the foamers. When all has been consumed by the fire, only misunderstanding and grief will yet linger. But the one who has cast down the ancient gatekeeper will appear, and through them all shall be saved. What was that just now? Whose voice keeps speaking into their mind? The echo fades as it has done before, and soon the Militian sense of balance returns. Now they need to cross the lake once again to tell Paran and Marlade of their success in destroying the third monolith before the fairy dust wears off. The Militian is successful in doing so. Oh, no saw. I think the northern gate is best for this. I think that was the shadow mission, so I would say you two can get ready at the altar.
We're still here.
Okay. Lumina, do you want to come and be our fourth? If you're still here? Lumi, Lumi, Lumi. 7 Nightmares Elite. The Militian arrives back in the main Maka town square, finds Paran and Marlade waiting, and tells them what happens on the island. Militian, are you alright? You don't look so good. What happened on the island? I wish there was more I could do to help you. At least then you wouldn't have to suffer so much alone.
We've only found 3 of the monoliths so far, but every time it seems like we wind up in a situation where you have to destroy it without any help. Seems awfully strange to me, but maybe I'm just overthinking it. You're not the only one who has taken notice of the strangeness of our circumstances. In fact, there's a great deal about this whole endeavor I find puzzling. Why would the Formers decide to resurrect their old king in the first place? At any rate, I'm glad you returned to us safely, Militian. The monolith's defenses didn't give you any trouble, did they?
Nope. It was easier than wrapping up in a blankie.
The Militian shakes their head, hanging over the third Evil Eye cryptex.
It's the Militian for you, always coming through. Now, just give me a minute to figure out the puzzle.
Perron fiddles with the cryptex, turning each of its symbol rings forward and back as he tries to find the proper combination that will open the cylinder.
There ought to be another one of those slips of parchment inside that tells us where to find the next symbol, right? Ah, there we go.
Do you see that? That's another thing that makes no sense. To me, these things appear to be ancient metallic cylinders with god engravings on them. Curios fit for an antique shop, perhaps, but watching Perron fiddle with them, they resemble so much as brain teasers for children.
Who are you calling a child, Miss Merlead? I'll have you know I'm an adult, too. But if this is some sort of brain teaser, it's not a very good one. It only took me a couple minutes to solve it.
I'm not sure that's something you should be bragging about. Perron forgets his brief bout of pouting, clears his throat and reads from the slip of parchment. Smiles and laughter fill one half of a world clean split in twain. I'm not sure, Lumina. It could take 30, depending on how the Sally Room goes. Sally Room is just the bane of our existence. If not, we'll trio NBD, but I wanted to invite...
I don't think it can take less than 20.
Yeah, on Elite, Sally Room just takes, God, forever. Smiles and laughter fill one half of a world clean split in twain, but lingering in its other half are sorrow, grief, and pain. The jester's mocking laughter echoes vainly across the prison of the gods. The fourth symbol shall be carved upon the despair of the bard who sang of tragedies. The prison of the gods? I'm afraid nothing comes to mind for this one, Militian. For the previous riddles, I at least had a solid guess to put forth, but not this time.
Golly, can you actually imprison a god? And even if you could, what kind of place would be able to actually hold it? Wait. While we're on the subject, just who would be going around capturing gods and imprisoning them?
Doggy, hi, how are you? Why do you want to bunk me? Why you bunk me? Why do you want to bunk me? Bunk, bunk, bunk. Wait.
I sent you a picture of the progress of my painting.
Oh, thank you. I wanna see. What is
Oh, you're doing just the bonk. There's a bonk Aki that is linked that will actually bonk me. I just need to lower the price on that one. Doggy, would you like to come on 7 and Elite? Think about where the next Evil Eye monolith might be. Avon? If I remember. Yep, definitely points to Avon, where pages of play scripts are scattered over the placid waters like autumn leaves. Seems this is the first time Parad and Marlene have heard of it. Huh? Avon?
Yeah, Avon! Brilliant! Where is that anyway?
They both seem puzzled. Take about to think about it and talk again. Are you talking about the city that appears in many of the old tales? I remember Rosella talking about it a long time ago. From what I remember, not much is lost of the city. The ruined stone columns north of Tyr are supposedly some of the few remaining traces of the place. You're not suggesting the city of Avon actually exists, are you?
The Militian's a hero who can go anywhere and do just about anything. If the Militian says so, I wouldn't doubt that it does exist. Does this mean I could go visit the prison of the gods?
Unfortunately, only the Militian can travel to Avon.
Aw, I guess it's not somewhere we can walk to then.
Piran, even if you could walk to it, I doubt you managed to find the place alone. In fact, I'd wager 20 gold you get lost somewhere along the way. That's not true. I know I'd be able to get there. I mean, sure, it might take me a little longer than most. Yes, that's what the rest of us call having no sense of direction. At any rate, based on what you've told us, Melitian, it seems that the city of Avon cannot be reached by ordinary means. Exactly. See, it really does feel like every time we find another symbol, events conspire to get the Melitian alone. Did the Foamers really set it up that way? That concerns me as well. What is the significance of these locations to the Foamers, and how did they know to place their symbols in each particular place? Alright, here's our plan. Melitian, while you venture to Avon and destroy the monolith there, I will return to the royal castle and meet with Her Majesty Irowen. She'll no doubt be pleased to know that our mission is proceeding smoothly and that we've already destroyed 3 of the 4 Morian monoliths. Piran, you're with me. Ooh, you want me to come too? I thought I'd just wait here so that the Melitian wouldn't be all alone upon returning from Avon. I wouldn't feel comfortable leaving you alone here. Reminds me of the time when I first met Irowen. My apologies, I didn't mean to say that. But you're coming with me, and that's that. Aww, don't I get a say in the matter? No, you don't. Now stop whining and come with me. Melitian, we'll head to Tara, and after that, head to the entrance to Tech Duin where we'll continue to investigate while awaiting your return. Come back as soon as you've finished your business, and be safe out there. Yay! Okay, 7 nightmares time. I am between things, so I believe my... cutscene. How dare you interrupt me with a cutscene?
It seems we were right to have a look around. I sense something odd, and indeed it's them. Miserable curs! How dare you destroy the monolith? They're ruining our plan.
It wasn't perfect from the very beginning. Who knew he'd be so uncooperative? Unfortunately, it quickly became apparent that these 3 are stronger than we expected. I sundered the monolith's defenses with seeming ease.
There was little else to be done. The time to act is now. It fell to me to find other officers like you and commence the first night. I was able to set things in motion, but things are quickly spiraling out of my control. We must stop them before things grow even worse.
Sethlin, do you think them capable of passing your test? The memory that only those who command the power of Brio may overcome? You're a rare case manifesting that power. Passing your test won't be an easy task.
That's true, but I find it prudent to be more diligent in matters of defense.
I'll leave the details to your discretion, then. It seems it's true what they say, that all you do for his sake. You're an interesting one to watch, regardless of where your allegiance lies. I see how things stand. Now, it would be best not to keep my general waiting. Shall we return, Sethlin? Wow, Rich, that's a thing. That's a lot of struggle bus. I wonder if I'd been fast enough to warp out of there before the cutscene trigger. Like, does that break things, or is it just like... Okay. I'm here.
Hello here.
Thank you. Okay. Let's get this misery started.
Before we go and look at my DM,
Okay, sure. Let me
I'll
quickly...
make you hat.
Thank you. Let me quickly pull that up. Oh, it's so pretty! Oh my god, the tails are amazing.
Really?
Yeah, they look really good. You're getting so good with watercolors. Holy crap. Can I show this on stream?
Sure. It is your character.
Hold on, everyone, before I run this, I wanna show you. No, let me see. Where's my picture shortcut?
I was hungry, so I ate.
There. Okay. Okay, so I will image. Okay, so hold on. Let me go load it in and I'll show you on stream. It's really good. You draws things and is a pretty, actually really awesome artist.
I aim to please the floof queen.
So, as you can see, here is my little fox form. Isn't that cute? Hold on. Let's make it smaller so you can see the whole thing at once. There we go. Isn't that adorable? And look at how the tails look. They look so good. Isn't that wonderful? Look at it. Look at the glory. It's amazing. So pretty.
It's Shibuya.
Yes. It's my little fox form. It's so cute. She does such amazing art. She's the one who did my, like, when I'm getting hit by stuff emote as well. She has some amazing art. I'm gonna make, like,
You flatter me.
I'm just telling the truth. Look at this. Y'all see this? Especially the tails. Now you see what I was talking about. Like, look at how well she's done with the tails. Like, she's in the middle of watercoloring the whole thing. It's like, whoa. It's gonna look so good. Look at that. It's pretty. Thank you, Yuya.
Thank you for the praise.
Thank you for making such a wonderful image. It does, doesn't it? Okay.
Are
So
we
cool.
just going in with the three of us?
Yep.
Are you sure we can do that?
Yep.
Oh, hang on. I need to go AFK for 1 minute.
Okay. While you're AFK, I will explain how this works to other people. Thank you. Thank you, Lumina. Okay, so Aki Academy. Episode... The 7 Nightmares. A Guide to Completion. So, 7 Nightmares is comprised of 7 rooms, hence the name 7 Nightmares. The 7th room is always a boss fight against Sethlin. The previous 6 rooms are split into 3 categories, and there are 2 copies of each, and that's 3 times 2, that's where you get the 6 from. The first in these categories is the AFK room. I like the AFK room. There's a monolith in the middle that requires you to enter its AoE to start the room. Once you do, it a large
And remember,
amount of
Hydrate or die.
thank yous for the stretch reminder. Hi Tachi, good to see you. Thank yous for telling me to do the things. I am going to do the things. I'm stretching right now. I promise. Isha, no. Wait. I got this. Stretchy time. Oh yeah. Wait. And hydration time.
I'm back, sorry.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I forgot to set up my tea drinking one for hydrate. I need to find a key to map it to. I ran out of keys to map it to.
That Aki hiding under the blankie with her tails poking out,
Mhm.
it gives me a reflex to pull her tail.
Aww.
Is she gonna curse me like a 9 tablet?
If you pull it, yes. If you pull it, yes. if you simply stroke it and be nice to her, then you'll get presents.
I'm gonna have my pre-run snickerdoodle cream pie.
Yes,
They're very delicious.
they're great. I like them a lot. Okay,
Oh, you have them too.
thank you, pastels. So, I want the sugar, but I've also eaten too much today and I can't. I had some interesting boba tea I'll tell you about later. Thingy. Okay, so the first room. Well, actually, we should. If you're back, we can start, and I'll just talk about it as we run. So the actual order to rooms is random each tribe. You're also not allowed to have pets in this room. In this run.
Oh, I forgot about that.
It's part of the reason that the run is pain. Like, you literally just can't summon, as you can see.
I should have did my whale before I came in then.
Yes. Thank yous for altar.
Oh, thanks, Indra.
Oh, my accessories are so expensive to repair at 100. My knuckles are okay. Okay, so explaining how this works. Are y'all two ready?
Yep.
Okay.
I can't speak for Indra though.
Okay, so you see how this is a fiery room? This is an AFK room. So we've got this one first this time. So AFK rooms are called that because of how you do the room. Optimally, what you do is... Hold on. I need to... Let me equipment slot to get this back. Give me a sec. I'm just looking for my shuriken. I forget where my shuriken is. Thank you for the subscription, Tachi. Thank you so much. 13-month streak. Wow, amazing. When you get to 18, there's a new heart that you'll see. It'll be very cool. ちょっとね. Okay, found it. Can I put this in here? I cannot. Okay. Anyway. The reason... Thank you so much. I am very happy. So the reason this is called the AFK room is because, as you can see, there is a bunch of fire things spawning in this monolith. So the way that this room works is there are... Oh, hello, another one. No? Question mark? Or is that just the weird echo effect that's going on? Oh, I think I know what's
What?
going on. Never mind.
Something wrong?
No.
Is it my music?
No, it was mine. Interesting thing happened. Anyway, so the reason that we call this AFK room is, as you can see, there's like an army of black robes that's spawning. The room requires you to kill a fixed number of waves, but they don't spawn the waves all at once. However, they're on a timer. So you either wait until they all spawn and then kill them all at once, or you can fight them throughout. However, given that a lot of people use strong AoEs like Meteor, a lot of people prefer to just let them all spawn at once, and then you can drop like meteors on them and clear the room relatively quickly. The fire circles that spawn periodically just deal damage to you. They're just there to annoy you and make this mission harder than it needs to be. They deal less damage to you if you are mono shielded, by the way. I just don't mono shield because OP. However, there is a room coming up that I will show you that you do want to mono shield in. If your defensive stats are good enough, you don't have to worry too much. Also, my defensive stacks are reduced because I'm in my burst set. Let's switch back to my normal set. There we go. So as you can see, there's actually quite a lot of them spawning now. I think we're either one wave away or this might be it. I'm not sure. I lost track. Regardless, I'm gonna drop a meteor on them. As you can see, now you see why, like, fighting them. Oh wait, I was right. We were on the last wave, good. But you can see why now, like, because of the constant fire on the ground, people don't like to fight the waves normally. It's kind of set up to constantly interrupt you as you're DPSing the monolith.
Oh, we have to kill the monolith?
Yes.
I didn't even remember that.
Fighter time! Punch! Kick! There we go. And then, this is...
Salamander?
This might be Sally. I think this is a Sally. So, the next room is the Sally room. This is the actual ordering of these 6 is random every time you run. It's possible to get 2 of the same back-to-back, but you will do all 6. So the reason the Sally rooms are the bane of this mission's existence and literally the worst thing is, you have to kill a bunch of... Ow, hold on. You have to kill a bunch of the robes to get the salamander to spawn. You then have to kill the salamander quickly or it will despawn. And if you don't kill the salamander quickly enough, you won't clear the room. Like, once you kill it, it drops a lava lump. You have to quickly get into the middle and pick up the lava lump. Additionally, periodically throughout the room, as you're doing the room, this central monolith will constantly attack you. This is a room where if you have glyphs, it's a good idea to pop down healing glyphs because you're going to need it for your MP and your HP. You can also drink potions if you have them. There's like no potion limitation. You also have to manually go into your inventory and open the... and like use the lava lumps. As you can see, we've used 2 or 3 so far. And we've barely dented the monolith's HP. You can't hit it normally. You have to go through by just dealing with the monolith. Dealing with the... Let's summon my doll bags. Also, doll bags can be very powerful if you haven't looked into them very much. I highly recommend doing so. The mission really isn't that bad though. It's just, it takes a while. Sally is over there. As you can see, it just takes a really, really long time to get through the monolith. For no good reason. What's the MP grade on yours?
Translation?
For the glyph that you put down, how much MP does it heal per second? Do you happen to remember?
I think it's 80.
Okay, yours is better for MP, mine is better for HP.
think mine does MP, HP, and stamina, and they're all 80.
Mine does HP, MP, and wounds, but my HP is 100. So, hello, Peru. So, as you can see, it takes like 6 to 10 sallies. If you have really good AoE, it's possible to push through the room more quickly since, as you see, like, there. Like, I got really lucky with a series of crits and was able to, like, kill a huge amount at once.
Somebody told me to say something to you that's kind of cringy.
Oh?
Are you prepared?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you elementally attuned with lightning? Because you're stunning.
That's kind of cute, actually.
Yay!
It works especially because I'm spamming Dino Volt, and my spirit weapon usually is lightning element. Also, as you see, I messed up there and didn't kill the salamander quickly. I may need to switch to fighter to kill this one. Die. There goes my mana shield. Oh, and still thunder turned off. Duh. I was like, why is my damage low? There we go. Much better. Yeah, it was fun. We should do that more often.
Oh, were you running with Peru earlier too?
Yeah, it was Peru, Dream, and Time. They were originally running with Lumi, but Lumi had to go eat, so I just subbed in for a run.
Which Lumi?
Lumius. Not Lumina.
Lumi_US?
Yes. I call that person Lumi, and I call Lumina Lumina. Unless
There's a lot of Lumis out there. There's even one in my guild.
Unless it's... Like, to me, Lumina is Lumina. And it's always the Lumina. Lumina is the bestest Lumina. I need to drink that. As you can see, like, Sally rooms aren't hard either. They're just constant depletion of resources.
I feel like I'm at work again.
I kind of like the slash that I put on for my spirit weapon. But I kind of miss my, like, double blue thunder. Let me switch back to blue thunder. I don't know, there's something satisfying about slamming into someone's face with Blazing Assault Slash and it just erupting in blazing fire. Okay, good. Monolith is vulnerable. Let's go.
Finally. Wait, can you wait till I reach this?
I'm gonna do the same thing. If you need HP, stand on mine. If you need MP, stand on U's.
That's right. You know mine's better because it's pink. I'm joking. Don't kill me.
Happy. Happy.
You're using a lot of caps locks today, Jonza.
Yeah, EK is very fun. I sometimes switch to fighter mid EK, just because it's really good for single target. This is, I think...
The people that are praying on the ground?
No, I think this one is AFK room.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, AFK
Right?
room. Yep, AFK room. So, as you've seen, we've gotten double AFK room already. So there are no
You're
more...
being followed.
I know. I just crisis escape. Also, my crisis escape is a penguin. Ah, that's unfortunate. I got knocked out of it. Fine, I'll just kill these. Die. Also, I have assault slash range, so I can kill them from far away. Also, I enjoy going to places and just leaving penguins behind. I like leaving penguins behind. So if you go there and you see something like this, that's probably me. My crisis escape is also a penguin. Cute penguin. Pingies. Very cute. I like being a penguin. Aren't we cute?
Wow, there's 2 of you now.
Yeah, happy pingies. Okay. Also, oh, yo, I got the card.
The flame burst?
Yep. I'm happy. I have my flame burst.
Did you buy or pull it?
Buy it. It went down in price though.
Oh, that's good.
Let me look at it right now. Yeah, it's about the same price as when I bought it. It went
How
down.
much is that?
It was about 60 mil.
Wow, that's a big drop.
Yeah. I figured I could wait for it to drop a bit lower again, but I don't want to risk it. This sounds like Inuyasha. One of
It
the ending
is.
themes.
It is. You're good. It's my favorite one. It's called Dearest.
I thought I recognized it.
It's romance.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think we're good. Oh wait, we don't have... Let me buff up. Oh, my power pot wore off. I thought something was off about my damage. Let's just use a combat support box.
If I had $1 for every time you said something's wrong with my damage, I would be rich.
Like, I have a very particular, like, I know how much I should be outputting. For the most part. And then when my damage varies
Hockey
significantly.
says,
Oh!
I know my skill level.
Thank you, Indra. That's so kind of you. That was really, really nice of you. Thank you so much for gifting a sub. Peru, congratulations. Die. See? That was like 260k. Much better. I was like,
That's nice of you, Indra.
that was very nice of you. Die.
Get it, Aki. Use your tackle attack.
I will in a sec. I just want to shoot my flame burst.
Oh, that's so pretty.
It is, isn't it?
Do it again. Ooh, it's like Foxfire.
Yeah, it's great. I'm so happy with it. It brings me satisfaction.
It brings me joy.
This is cool. This is either cleric or second Sally room. I have trouble telling the standard room. I don't know why.
I don't like the desert.
I think it's second Sally room. Yep, I was right. I hate Sally room.
I'm sure Sally is a lovely lady.
I'm just imagining like one day we're running this and like one day like we recruit from chat and we actually get someone whose in-game name is Sally. And we just stare at them the entire time we're running and we're just like, We hate you, you know that? And Sally's just like, what? What did I do? I haven't even done anything. Why would you hate me? And it's just like, your room has made us suffer far, far more than any room ever should have. Sometimes I like singing and dripping around through doing these. Oh my
I don't
god,
like the word
Idra.
suffer. Indra,
Go.
that is like, that's borderline.
Oh, ow, ow. I'm pain back
I
going.
think Indra is a mad genius.
Mad scientist. Pow, pow. Fighter is fun when you get it going. It's just hard to get going. Pow, pow. Super dropper. I said, oh, I got interrupted. Okay. Pow. Oh, I got interrupted again. Okay, fine.
Oh, you need heals.
Thank yous.
Did you just level?
I don't think so.
You had white light come above you like you were divine.
That was Charging Strike getting perfectly trained. Oh, I didn't see Sally. My bad. Andrew is so nice. As is Tachi. The DPS that we have to do in this room. I'm just glad that if we can like get good lineups, it's not as bad. I need to add like a karaoke redeem.
This is Salamander.
Yep, I see it. We are not even close to halfway. Nice.
I'm being abused.
At least everything is gathered near you in a nice grouping.
Yeah. Yeah, they noticed I have a faint mochi aroma, and they want to eat me.
Mochi.
Like when you play Animal Crossing, some of the villagers will nail you, and you'll have like a faint smell of ketchup on the paper.
That's weird.
That's me, but it's mochi.
Oh, Sally. Nice going. Oh, you got it. Okay. Like, another thing that I think about is whenever I... What do you call it? Oh, I said I was going to tell you later about the boba tea that I bought.
About what?
The boba tea that I got.
Oh yeah. I just figured you meant off stream.
I was originally planning on doing it off stream, but I'm also willing to do it now if you want to hear about it. It depends.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so it was after I went and got my katsu. It was...
Weird accent change.
Hmm?
Weird accent change.
What? When I say katsu?
You just like slipped into a different accent when you said that.
Yeah. I'm just pronouncing katsu the way that it's supposed to.
No, the whole sentence. Just continue, it's irrelevant.
Oh, okay. So, I went to get my katsu, and then I went to this place that was nearby that was like, we have boba! And I was like, oh, I like boba. Can I has boba? And like, I was struggling to read their menu.
Hey, I got a question.
Mhm.
Can you say "can I has boba" again, but like make the O a little longer, like boba, like draw it out?
Can I has boba? Like that?
Thank you. Yeah, it sounds like you're asking for something else.
Oh, okay.
We call that Aki abuse.
Oh, bad. So, Anyway, continuing with the story. So I was struggling really hard to read their menu, but in the end I was like, okay, I see what I need to do here. So I got this is bad. I needed to fighter that, but I was getting knocked around too much. Thank yous for heal. So I like ended up pulling up their menu online because I was struggling so hard to read it, and I was like, what do I want? And then I noticed that like right next to me was a blackboard that had the thing that I ended up eventually picking on it. And they had a bunch of unique boba flavors that I'd never seen before. So I got one of those. Fighter! Combo breaker! Drop kick! Get dunked on! Okay, so, it was like, how do I say this? It was like candy.
Candy tea?
Yeah.
Isn't that a good thing?
It was, I think they called it like white rabbit candy. Oh, I might be dead. Nope, we're good. Sure you can... or not. Punch! Okay, fine.
Please leave me alone.
Fine. All of you get to die. Punch, kick. Drop it down. Or not. Okay, I actually need to get back there. Let's do that. Mana shield up. Back to Fee. Let me punch you, stupid salamander. Okay.
I think if you punched me, it would knock me out.
I think we tried that, doesn't it, actually?
Oh, I'm not in person.
I remember...
No, I think that was Phaseus you punched.
Because I punched you for like 700 damage, and you were like, "Yeah, it doesn't hurt." I was like, that wasn't a crit."
Oh, I thought that was your charging strike. Thanks, Ninja.
No, I hit you with spinning uppercut for like 700 something. I think my charging strike hits you for 300 something. I'm not sure. There, Sally. Punch kick! I'll lock it down. And Janza, hit it. There we go. I has a lava lamp. Thankfully, since this is the Sally room, it means both of our remaining rooms are cleric rooms, which I haven't gotten to explain yet. Cleric room is the least annoying of the rooms, in my opinion.
I think it's also the fastest.
It can be. I need to figure out how to, like, cancel my chain. My EK abilities. Oh, hi. Lava lump. Use. Die! Ah, we're done with Sally room. Thank
I didn't
the
give you permission to
heavens.
touch my lump.
Oh my god, what is wrong with you? What is
What is
wrong
wrong
with
with-
you today?
I was exposed to Indra, that's what.
Sure.
Oh, Rich is eating mac and cheese. I love that, but the spam's
Why are you putting spam in there? That's like in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon when you hold up a nice shiny big apple, you look someone who is starving in the eyes, you hold up the apple, you look at them, you see the desperation in their eyes, and then you turn it upside down and you drop it into a plop of like sludge and turn it into grimy food. And then you kick it over to them. And it's just like, enjoy your apple, or what's left of it.
Well, I understand, Rich, that mac and cheese with spam is like a really nice, low-cost, I'm saving money meal. But we use hot dogs here. Spam is nasty.
I can smell the failure. Smells like broken dreams.
Smells like maple syrup, actually.
Smells like salty pressure. Okay, so this is Cleric Room. This is my favorite room. As you can see, there's a bunch of like dark clerics all over the place emitting bunches of dark energy. At certain parts throughout the room, one of the cleric, as you see there's an announcement, the clerics will start moving. You need to kill them before they get to the middle.
You make this sound like a theme park ride.
How so?
Just the way you were talking about the room, it sounded like, please keep your hands in the ride at all times.
Yeah, as you can see, this one's pretty easy. And every cleric you do does a significantly bigger chunk. I think you only need to get like 6 or 7 clerics and then you're done.
Oh, there's one next to me.
On it.
Happy services. Faster than Amazon Prime.
Exactly. So,
While you're at it, subscribe to Foxu in a Boxu.
this video is sponsored by Foxu and Aboxu.
The leading cybersecurity company.
Tired of viruses impeding on your VPNs? Want to search the internet in safety? Well, look no further. This Foxu will block everything from attacking your Boxu. I'm having trouble getting to the cleric.
Where is it?
Yeah. Oh, nice save. Apparently the map says we're in Sine Meadows. Did you notice that? I never noticed that
yeah.
until now. Or if I did, I just forgot about it.
Playing with the zebras and the lion.
Yep.
You said that with like a country accent.
See how much faster this room is? I wish the rest of the rooms in 7N were this fast.
It's not over yet.
No, we have one more cleric room.
Oh.
But at least it's a cleric room, and then it's the boss.
Oh, my potato.
By the way, this is why people tend not to run 7N. It's a very, very long dungeon.
It was named appropriately. It is a nightmare.
Yeah. I'm also constantly switching hotkey bars on this place, which is a little pain pickle for me as well.
Why?
Because I'm using EK to weaken the cleric, but if it doesn't die, then I need to hit it with fighter.
Gotcha.
Though usually, if I crit at least one of my abilities, I can kill it with EK. Sometimes I miss all my abilities and or get stun locked out of it though. Like that one's gonna explode and hit us. I have too many thingies on me.
I have so many thingies, I don't even see my body anymore.
There we go. If I can get Rage Impact crit on it, it's usually okay. Oh, nice. I'll give you Shield of Trust to keep them from knocking you out of it.
Go, Indra, go. Great idea.
Like, there's an archer who keeps punching me.
Unleash the power of the Yuya.
Like, they keep magnuming me. I don't know where they are. Oh, here's a cleric. This stupid archer keeps knocking me out of attacking.
Yeah, I just saw it and I hit it and then I died.
Oh.
It's to your right. It's walking. That's running. Oh, you're dead too.
Yeah, I'm gonna now. It's okay.
Good job, Indra. Look at him. He's starting to panic.
Couldn't get
Thank
it.
you, Indra.
Thank you. You, can you do the fireball? Can you spam fireball for a bit?
I've been spamming fireball, man. I was just dead.
Oh. Okay. There we go.
And I'm dead again. Somehow.
Oh no.
I think my mana shield, I didn't turn it back on back.
Oh, I see.
Thank you, Indra.
Cleric. Let me go. Seriously. Close.
You don't pay me enough for this abuse.
No one is paid enough to endure the abuse that is Seven Nightmares.
Don't downplay my pain.
No, your pain is perfectly valid. I'm agreeing with you. There's no way I'm getting this. Oh, we got it. Nice. Okay. Finally. Boss time. The boss is fairly straightforward. The only thing is that he summons clerics now and then. If you don't kill the clerics and you don't kill him quickly, the clerics will cast defensive buffs on him. We usually don't have that as an issue, but let me buff us. Actually, let me switch to title. Let's try that again. Come on. I need to get Chorus onto this thing. Chorus is on my older gear. Oh, come on. At least give me Marv. I would like to go into this with Marv. Also, remember to inflict debuffs on bosses that you fight. Even if you don't have access to your pet debuffs, there's buffs like Fate Weaver 3142. Are you gonna try to prog him, Tronza? Ooh, nice. I wonder if he's susceptible to prog. Because if so, that would like just shred him. I don't think we've ever tried progging him. Alright, cool. Marv, that's good enough. Some bosses resist it.
Did you see that Rich said Mother Floofer?
Yes.
Isn't that adorable?
Yes. If you got the arm strength to pull a warbow, you got the arm strength to knock a mother floofer out. I'm just gonna demi as well, just for the additional regeneration and super armor.
Wow. He really can run.
Mm-hmm. Sethlin's got the zoomies. Right, I need to do this. Die. Does anyone have a Fate Weaver set?
No.
Ooh, I got him with a big crit. Alright, let's time shift time.
Burst. 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 Burst.
Get back here. Stop running from me. I wanna spread this out so I can get one more rage impact in.
I'm frozen. It was nice knowing you.
You're fine.
No, I'm not.
Fighter time. Go.
Why isn't it letting me uppercut him?
Aki,
Yeah.
I broke my fingernail.
Oh no, how did you manage that?
I'm making a reference to something. I thought you would get it.
I am sorry. I do not.
One more. Punch. Kick. And drop it. Punch.
Okay, now it's back to EK. So see how we're doing less and less damage now?
On my end, that's because I'm being abused.
Usually I save my burst for when he's low so that we don't have to deal with this, but... And we're done!
You revived me. And oh, wait, we're all dead?
Don't worry,
Okay.
I have infinite now, so I'll get us up. Also, Manao has the dress. I like the dress. Very nice dress. Bye, Manao.
Kind of dress. Oh, that's pretty. The Bean Rua dress?
Mhm.
This is my box suit.
So it is.
I got junk.
I got...
Ooh, I got an extra key.
Congrats. The key is randomly distributed when there is not enough people.
I got more junk.
Uh-huh. So, everyone, that is why people don't run 7N on...
I don't feel rewarded for that.
It is so much effort. And it's not worth it.
It is not worth it, friends. It's not worth
That
it.
was like an hour, it felt like.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure how long it took, but it did take an exceptionally long
Hi,
time.
Dream! I didn't know he was creeping.
Yep. Hi, Dream.
Your friendly neighborhood spider.
Yeah. Bestest spooter.
He has 8
Hi,
legs to the
bestest spooter. Hi. Hi.
Thank yous for doing the SO for it.
Is it a heat wave
Yes,
Asian?
I did a
Or-
thing.
Is it a heat wave air?
I don't know why. SOs have been acting really weird for me lately. I think it might have something to do with like the rename. I like had to re-sign up, but it like feels like it's going super slow now. I'll have to look into what's causing that. So that was one of them. The other nice thing that I like to do that's harder is Crom. Or Revived Illusion. Revived Illusion is not as bad. Revived Illusion just has a very long thing. There's a pet that I have that enables me to do the thing in Revived Illusion, and I can't remember what the pet is.
It's the sprite that goes on your back.
Thank you. It's deunifying with the sprite. Thank you. I keep forgetting about that.
You're welcome.
I should slot that on one of my hotkeys.
I exist to serve you.
Thank you. Tee. I can get rid of Play Dead. I only use Play Dead very, very rarely.
I use Playdead all the time to hide from you.
I kind of want to run a 30% Chrome, but I don't know how y'all feel about that.
I don't feel up to prom.
Okay.
Shasha?
I thought
Ayo!
you were gonna do-
Yum, 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 yum.
Voice acting.
That's true. I was planning to go back to voice acting. I really just wanted to do that because I had like literally, I think 2 hours left on the pass. Thank y'all for running with me.
Thank you for the fun and the invite.
Hmm. Oh, there is one thing I want to do while we're still here. Just one tech advanced on Feth. I just want to show people who might not be aware where the orbs spawn, as well as how the dungeon works. But since Feth Advanced is pretty straightforward, we'll blow through that in no time, if you don't mind. If you do. You okay with running that?
I'm just watercoloring.
Oh, okay. We will quickly do that then.
It takes a lot of hours to finish something like this, and
It
I can't do it at work.
It does. It's amazing how your pieces end up once you're done with them. Like, it's legitimately impressive.
Oh, we're in the mission. I didn't even notice.
So, just a quick overview. A lot of people have been farming this, but I feel like a lot of people don't stop to explain what's going on with it. Advanced, like, you have to, there's like basically 8 spawns in this mission before the boss. Advanced actually has deterministic spawns, Aki Academy 5th edition, where the first orb is always diagonally left of where you start. It was also our run was definitely more than 30 minutes because I lost power pod again. The second orb is always diagonally straight back from where you started, further left against this wall. And then the third one, rotate your camera 90 degrees, it'll spawn right behind you. So, as you can see, I'm trying to fight with like this weird camera angle. Instead of just letting it rotate naturally, you'll see what I mean. Next orb is going to spawn like directly behind us. A lot of the enemies here are just make sure that you kill them. There's only 2 enemies here that are actually annoying. The rest are pretty much just standard tanky enemies. Just kill them when you can. Okay. So as you see, I didn't rotate it and it spawned right behind us over here. Very convenient. After this third orb, there's a giant hallway, and this hallway, especially on Elite, is the determiner of whether or not you are able to run Feth by yourself. A lot of parties, if anyone has puppetry, reforges, they'll do Crisis to pull things in. You can follow it up with some alchemy. But since this is like a super low casual run, I'm too lazy to do the grouping right now. I don't have an equipment slot set up for it, so. I have a lot of equipment slots. I do not have one for puppetry. My puppetry isn't very good anyway. And see, there's also like a flash of light. You might have just seen it. It points towards the next location. You don't need it in advanced, you do need it in elite. So this is zombie hallway. The zombies, you haven't seen any in the run-up until now. You need to inflict specific amounts of damage upon them to be able to clear them. And then at the end there's an orb that you hit. You need to be able to deal about 35 to 40,000 damage in one hit to kill them. Oh, Mine Still Thunder wasn't on. Awkward. Fighter time. Time to punch your face in. Drop kick. Charging. I'm getting bounced. My EK is ready. After that, next orb is slightly behind you. Relatively close to where the donut spawns in at.
Ah.
I had the wrong hotkeys set up. The only other annoying enemies are these balls. Once they start rolling, they'll just keep rolling over you repeatedly for 4 to 5 sequences. They stun you when they roll over you as well. And they can't be targeted while they're rolling. I hate them too. There's even a little bit of a story relevant meme where like when you first encounter them in the story, they roll over you. Anyway, next one is you go kind of like southwest. If you get lost on this particular orb, a good way to think about it is if you stay near the wall, like halfway into the wall, like if you can see this wall corner, you know that you're like close to it.
I wasn't ready.
Nor was I. I was showing like how to relocate if you get lost here. Next one is after you hit this orb, you see that the circle for entering is over here. You want to look kind of like diagonally this way into this pillar. Oh, I ran out of stam. I'm unshakable. As you saw, the light sparkled directly on that pillar I was staring at, so you just head directly in that direction. And as you see, pillars are right there.
Ooh, you have Sarah Cat?
Yes,
Look, I have cheap half loot.
that's cute. This is Chloe Flower.
Oh, you got rid of it. I wanted to be like you. Oh.
Sorry, I need my core key.
Fine, this is my corgi. My corgi is a good boy.
Good. And as Moo said, you can also cancel the ball roll by losing aggro if you know it's on you. You can also, if you don't lock them down, you can... And here are the more annoying ones. There's lightning slimes. If you knock them down, then they become invincible for a little bit. So as you can see, like, we can't hurt them at all right now. So what I like to do is I'll do chain 1 for fighter on them. There we go. If I crit, cool. Otherwise, sometimes I use flame burst on them. There's a couple of different things. As long as you don't knock them back. Another thing is wave the gun. You can get more hits off like that. Next is orb hallway. This one's pretty straightforward. Just kill the balls, don't let them enter the Gyara. If you've got any reasonable AoE, you can handle this easily. On Elite, people sometimes often use their Tuons because Tuon has a built-in pet ability that allows you to spawn a giant field that slows things down. You can use, like, for example, thank you, Yuya. Yuya's just demonstrated the technique right here. This giant field slows things. Another thing you can do, and what I used to do was, I would death mark the imps, the slimes, and then I would just chain impale spam them. Chain impale doesn't knock back, and it just does heavy stun, so you can just do that as well. There's also spamming spinning slasher. I prefer, unless there's like a bunch of them, I prefer saving on Dorj and just using chain impale over and over on the same one and just killing it.
Chain pickle.
I'm not gonna need anything else after this, so I will just go ahead and make sure that I buff. Cool, my Raging Impact is ready. Alright, let's time shift. Die. Easy. And that's that.
Who will get the key this time? I
The
think it's Indra.
It is not me. Yeah. You can ice windmill them too, but usually what happens is, like, if you're in a good party, what you can do is pull them, ice freeze them, and then, like, I would spinning slasher them.
I had the last chest. It's not fair. I got it again. The key's on the ground.
Thank
So
you.
you slowly take it. That's
Thank
cute.
you. And yeah, there's a, like, Yodoshi said you can ice windmill them. What a
Oh
lot
my
of
gosh.
no good.
Did you see what you got?
No.
It was junk.
Wow, okay. It does. It feels nice. Especially if you've got, like, a good friend to duo with, or if you've got guildmates that'll run you through. It's really good to, like, actually feel like you're getting rewarded for running Feth. 7N is too long to feel rewarding. Revived Illusion has kind of the same problem. The orb rooms are just awful. But this is definitely a good time if you're interested in making tech weapons. I highly recommend that you get on farming it during this week.
Make those games.
Wow, congrats, Moo. And holy crap, how much have you been running? That's a lot. I know my guild leader and her partner are trying to get 100 abyssal orbs before it ends. I think, like, the first day they farmed it literally all day and got like 3 orbs. Because they, like, spent the couple weeks leading up to it, like, farming for passes too. So that they were just ready to go. Yeah, a lot of people are making their tech gear during this event, so if you have the time to dedicate to it, make sure that you do. If you aren't really strong enough or have people to constantly spam elites with, and you're a mage, it's still probably worth making the deep glow staff. I actually made someone else's deep glow earlier today. They asked me to do the craft for them, so thank you, Spur. Welcome back. Yeah, so for example, I have the artisan title and stuff. I'm Dan 3 Full Life, so if you want to make it anything made, please let me know. I'm happy to help. As you can see, I've got both of these done. So I made their Deep Glow. The mats for it are not as bad right now. It's no Ruin staff, but I feel like the gap between Ruin and Demo isn't nearly as significant as it is for like Demo bow versus Ruin bow. Like, people are like, don't even bother making Ruin bow, which feels kind of sad.
Is that the one before the Deep Glow?
Yeah. No, like Deep Glow is Demolition Deep Glow is the lower tier, and then there's
so
Ruin.
Ruin's higher than that?
Yes, Ruin is the one where like every individual material is like 50 mil each.
Where do you get those from?
Also, Elite Techs.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting. Why is there two?
Because one of them is lower grade to help you get prepared to farm the higher grade. They also didn't, I think they didn't exist in Korea. So like, they're kind of like an NA specific thing.
Oh, okay.
And the materials are usually 60 to 70 mil each. And you need a lot of them. Like for the bow, for example, you need, I think it's 11 copies of a material that costs like 70 mil each.
Wow.
And that's just one component. All of the other components are equally like expensive. They're exceptionally rare drops from Elite Techs, and Elite Techs only. You can get the demo mats, I think, from Advanced and Elite, but I think the Ruin only come from Elite. What's worse, each mat only comes from, like, there are a couple mats that only come from one specific Elite. So that's Paint Pickle. I really, really want to go back to doing archery, but I also just don't have... I've been working on like trying to find time to farm, but it's hard. Baffle is no longer hard to make. Like, Baffle is just entry-level archery nowadays. Like, even if you want to go buy it off the market, you can get the Black Dragon Heart for like 10 mil now. Like, even for demo, like, that'll get you a couple of demo mats. Like, but you can make an entire baffle for that. Like, everything else aside from the heart is... I think even the eye is like super cheap. Yeah, eye is like 2 mil. You can basically have a baffle for like less than 13 mil now. They're very entry level. Like, it is legitimately possible to spam commerce for a day. As Moo has been placing so helpfully in the chat, as you see, those are where you get the things from. And that's why Ominous Ore is so expensive. As you can see. If you're making the bow, like if you're making the staff, you need less than the bow because the bow requires you to also make the arrows, and the arrows are expensive. Like equally as expensive. Well, not equally, but they're still very expensive. I'll just briefly show that before I go back to voice acting. Oh wait, this doesn't, it's not reset. Never mind. So unless you have like a heavy, like unrelenting passion for the bow, like archery in general, archery is in kind of like a weird spot where without Alchemic, a lot of people are like, you don't really do archery without at high-end content without having a Ruin bow. But the enchants for the Ruin bow are also two of the most expensive enchants in the game. There's Pallid, like optimally you roll Pallid Last Breath, which is absolutely disgusting. Let's see. I doubt there's any on the market, but I just want to show the prices. There we go. See, Palad's like 2 bill. As you can see, it's a ridiculous amount of max damage, rolls piercing 2 to 3. Lord help you if you get it, and it's piercing 2. And then Last Breath is less expensive, but it's can I at least get a price check on that? Nope, I've never seen anyone selling it. Anyway, Last Breath is also a nice enchant for it. That also raises its piercing level. Yeah, Alchemic Stinger is absolutely insane. It's got really, really good. It's got both single target and AoE, but like especially really good single target. I still have my archery set from, God, back in like back when Black Dragon was new and like trying to craft it was big enough for my entire guild to gather around. My first craft of it was absolute dog water. Like, it was by far the worst craft I ever made. Like, I sat there and I was like basically in tears. As you can see, it was really bad. I didn't sig it. I got really, really awful max low dura. Like, it was just an awful craft. So I asked a friend of mine at the time to recraft it. And it came out better, but still bad. Like, as you can tell, it's a lot better. It's 46 versus what? I think this has max reforge on it, though. No, it doesn't. Okay. Like, as you can see, it's better, but it wasn't great either. And then they introduced some piercing arrows, and it was like, time? What do you mean by forest piercing arrows? I actually haven't heard of those. I don't know what those are. Oh, I think I found... Oh, these? These don't actually add piercing though, right? The, like, the hunter arrows are still better than this. They give you a lot more max than this. And I think this is adding wounding, but the baffle has a secret, like, post-damage dealt modifier that makes it better than piercing. So, oh my. Yeah, I still have my set from when I was Archer. I like reused some of it. I think I made Hideous Urban Legend back then because I didn't have the money for Creepy Haunted. And then when I did finally get my own setup for Creepy Haunted, like, when the gacha came out and I was able to get Creepy Haunted again, wait, the Huntress is exactly the same? Really? Let me double check that. No, the Huntress is plus 30 max and plus 15% damage. Piercing Forest is plus 12% max and plus 20. So yeah, it's yeah. Like I was like, I'm pretty sure they're very close, but not quite. Someone is asking me to help run Rabbi Mare.
I do that with my friend. It wasn't so bad.
Yeah, Mirror is a weakened version of normal Phantasm. If you can run Phantasm, then you can run Mirror Phantasm. By the way, if you're relatively new and you're like, I haven't run Phantasm, I kind of want to practice it. Interesting fact. The pass seller in Dunbarton, I'll go ahead and show you, actually has practice Phantasm now. So if you're worried about like just practicing things, let's see. Oops, wrong thing. Like that, trade. That's all the way over here. You can get Phantasm practice passes. It's a good way to practice running actual Phantasm without spending 750k on a Phantasm pass. So if you're not sure if you can actually run it or not yet, buy this super cheap pass for just 5k gold. 4.75 on Wednesdays due to the discount at NPCs. Agreed. If you're struggling with the queen, it may be a good idea to, like, if you try the practice and you have an awful time with the queen, or you potentially wipe on the queen, you should get techniques. Techniques are super powerful and they are quite helpful when it comes to pushing content like this. You can have up to 5 tech sets as well. Yeah, time shift is the one that a lot of people like to use. Being able to drop up to 6 meteor, 7 if you use Sandglass in quick succession is a good way to kill her. If you're an EK, you can try to do Dynavolt, but I recommend, even if you're an EK, just pulling out your sword and casting Blade Meteor. Like, just Meteor Strike with Instill Flame on. If you've got a staff, even better. But if not, you can still blow her up with Meteor. It's quite useful. Okay. With that, how much is... I think there's 3 more. Let me just double check what I need for...
Do you want me to do Mirror World with you in person?
No, I'll do it after stream. Let's see. I'm just checking how much this needs to do. Okay, so this one is easy. Next one is pretty short. Oh, guess what? You get to hear Vayne if you've managed to hold out this whole time. You'll get to hear me doing Vayne's voice acting again. I'll just do Broken Prism Gate, Last Symbols, Missing Memory, and then we'll call it for the night. Is that okay with everyone?
It's okay with me.
Okie dokie. Hey, play. Okay.
I'm excited to show you my progress.
Ooh. Do you have an update while I'm walking over to where I need to be yet, or no?
I do, if you want to see it.
Sure. I gotta wander around Abon for a little bit anyway. quickly switch over. I shall await your post. Broken prison gate. The smell of wet ink. Before you can open your mouth to question Marlowe regarding the whereabouts of the monolith, he reaches out and grabs your wrist with a vice-like grip. Angie Marlowe.
Can you feel it? The time is right to bring this long journey to an end, for that ship of endless voyages to at last reach its harbor. I know why you have come, Alician. 'Tis no surprise, really. Indeed, from the moment you made your choice and the future you brought about began to unfold, I foresaw that a time like this would come to pass.
Marlowe's demeanor strikes you as a bit strange. Whoa! It's even fluffier now.
The picture?
Yeah. Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, it's so pretty. Oh my god, you're getting so good at using watercolors for fur. OP. Actually super OP. Wow. Thank you for sharing that. That is so pretty. I'm so excited.
What, for the finished product?
Look, even just seeing updates on it is like actually exciting. It's really cool.
Did you want to show stream again?
Yes. I do. So, this is the previous one. Just for your reference. And now I'm gonna update it. This is the updated one! Look! More floofage. Is this not glorious? Aki Floof is evolving! So cute. I know, right, Time? It's so cute! My heart. It's so cute.
Floofage.
So much floofage. Very happy. It's so cute. Thank you. So cute. Okay. Omelette de fromage.
I can do naught but to deliver a message through this empty vessel, wondering what you shall become in time. But I am not the only watcher. There are others who have long observed your progress, as one might keenly follow the lead actor as he struts and frets his hour upon the stage. Though I myself exited the stage without regret, I wait with bated breath to see how you overcome the storm that even now gathers on the horizon.
Marlowe gazes at your face with a gentle expression, then turns and glances over his right shoulder, his next words hushed.
The jester's smirking face is masked in shadow, a cut across the cheek dark enough to conjure death.
With those cryptic words, Marlowe pauses as though he has suddenly lost the will to speak, then turns his gaze away with a hollow look in his eyes. Yeah, demo's super cheap right now. I kinda want to shift gears and make a demo bow, but like everyone I've been talking to is like, just sell the components if you get them for it, and then just make a demo. Like, just make the higher grade. I'm like, but I might not. I don't know. Also, this part is really annoying. You have to randomly just kind of wander into the right spot. You won't be able to see the monolith. It's like, is it this side? I'm trying to remember where it is. Go, Corgi, go! Zoomy Corgi. Dun 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 dun. It's like somewhere around here. I remember it being around these like gravestones. It is such a pain in the butt to like actually hit the right trigger for this. It's like, I think it's like right here, something like this. There we go. Like the reference point I use is like there's these, like this graveyard, you see these little things? I like run between these and then run south. It's a massive pain in the butt, but now you know when you get to this quest, if you haven't already done it. Now you know where to find them. So, keep this spot in mind. The Malician suddenly feels a strange, powerful aura emanating from nearby. This must be the place Marlowe was referring to. Oh, I can't enter in a party. Hopefully I didn't break the trigger. There we go.
Boy. Darkness. Hi. The dark rock arises.
Congratulations are in order, Malician. You found the forbidden monolith that has darkened these grounds. I watched as they constructed it with the help of the Foams. 'Twas a cruel and terrifying scene, bereft of any noble hope. They chanted, sharp and guttural, in the throes of some unholy ritual. They sacrificed their own kind to pour out an offering of blood. You hope to topple the blighted monolith? I feared it would be difficult to destroy with any direct method a man might devise. Why did I not intervene to stop them, you ask? A fair question indeed, to which I can only offer this answer. What audience, in the grip of so pivotal a scene, would interrupt such a fevered performance on so magnificent a stage? And with equal interest shall I continue to observe your journey. My curiosity is piqued as to how the future of Jojen shall unfold.
Marlowe Ghost cried once more, a mysterious smile playing upon his lips. It sounds like another struggle awaits you before you can bring this monolith crashing down. So this has always bothered me. Like, actually. Marlowe literally just goes, so I watched people committing horrible sacrifices and cutting their own... Oh, it's an ad break. Okay, I'll pause for a little bit. But just keep his reasoning in mind for another minute, okay? Wait, what? Oh, right, this is the weird one where you're forced to RP as yourself using Life Drain. Guess what? I have OP Life Drain. Teehee! Teehee XD. The instant energy system. Oh wait, wait, does it carry over my gear? It does not. Does it carry over my Echo Stones? At one point my Echo Stones were reforged with like Life Drain 20. Because I couldn't get something good on my Black Echo Stone. It was funny. Anyway, the energy sustaining the monolith disappears in an instant as the carven sigil of the evil eye fades. The dizziness felt after the destruction of each monolith returns once more, sending waves of pain shooting through your head. Oh, the ad break is almost over. Okay, ad break's over. Okay, let me finish the sentences I wanted to say earlier. So Marlowe really watched these people build a monolith and was like, yo, this sacrifice and stuff kind of fire. It was like, I kind of want to see where this is going. And literally just sat there watching them. Like, why you bonk me? Doggy, why? Why, doggy, why? I'm not the one who said that, Marlowe is. Marlowe's literally the one who was just like, yo. Actually, I I want to see where this is going, y'all. Like, like I kind of see where the like he literally just sat there watching them like cut the heads off of their allies, pour their blood into the sigils on the monolith, and was like, "Yo, this I want to see I want to see what's going on here." I'm like, "Yo, this is you seeing this? This is pretty dang awesome." It literally is just like, would you have interrupted them? Like, can you imagine being like looking at this and being like, "Oh, I should stop them"? Can you imagine that? He actually asks you like, could you have stopped them? Like, could you have worked up the motivation to disrupt them? And I'm like, this man. Anyway, the Militian enters the mission, drains the monolith of power using life drain. And as they do so, the dizziness they feel after the destruction of each monolith returns once more. From the rift torn asunder, the two gods will fall into discord, laying the foundation for all that is to come. The stranger for who the first time sets foot upon this land will lament the sight as all around them fades away. The warm hands that offered succor will fester with plague, and the veil of darkness shall be cast over the future. That despair, that sadness, that lamentation shall redirect the flow of history towards a path correct and true. There shall be no further failures. True paradise, that illusory idea, shall finally be made manifest. So, I'm gonna do a little bit of a spoiler here, but, this is meta, and is referring to the fact that unless you one-shot everything, there are realities in which you failed missions. But you somehow, like, you know how you've just been able to try again? Sometimes you die, sometimes that, like, you fail a mission because you weren't expecting something. They're canonically invoking the fact that you've basically altered timelines to, like, make sure that everything you've done has succeeded. Because technically, you just erased your failures by going back to before and then doing it again. So it's kind of nice to see that they've actually made a bit of a meta reference to the fact that you do this sort of thing. I'm not sure if that's spoiler so much as it is interesting discussion of what was just said. But just figured I'd let you know. See the sheen of another of the now familiar metallic cinders poking through the remains of the shattered monolith. You reach out and lay hold of it, trying to stave off the pain forking through the skull. The voice the Militian hears every time they destroy a monolith. Whose voice is it? The foolish warden is completed. So, just in case you're doing this quest yourself, from Marlowe, go to this gate right here that you would always go through for martial arts, and just basically go straight left, and you'll hit the trigger point. That's another good landmark for figuring this out. Save yourself from the pain of wandering around Avon endlessly. Just do it. Don't do it. Save yourself. Okay. And now the Militian returns to Marlowe, having destroyed the monolith. How does it feel to be ever surrounded by admirers, the center of attention? Does it make you feel glad? Do you view your accomplishments with pride? Or do you feel rather that you are at times mere steps away from being swallowed up by your own glory? It is an awkward feeling, is it not? Day after day in a inn, you grow stronger, as if this whole world were made just for you. No sooner is one crisis averted than another arises. One challenge is met, only for a new hardship to bear down upon thee. It seems more than passing strange. Even blessed by the goddess's guidance, you must surely have realized that the gods are not always good. Perhaps all of this has come to pass because you came here as a stopped watch, oiled and wound, begins to tick.
the hours once more. Forgive me, for I can say no more than this. Please be wary, Melitian. Beware the ones who brought the foamers to fashion their idol. Beware those who stand behind them, at whose behest they have gone out. And beware most of all, the ones whose grand design this is.
Marlowe's lips grow still and he says nothing more. You should take this new cryptex to Perron so you can discover where the next monolith is. Rejoin your friends from the expeditionary force at the entrance to Tectuine. Marlowe's voice is like vain, but like not as arrogant and more theatrical. And not as deep. Also, he likes trailing off into a whisper at the end of his sentences. Whereas Vane is constantly, unrelentingly sarcastic. Yeah, it does. Like, if you actually go through the story of Apocalypse, it is a very well-crafted story. I genuinely enjoy it. I just don't like Perron because, again, he is a muffin in the sun in the Sinmad Plains that is afraid of being eaten by bears. Every time you think of Perron from now on, I want all of you to just think about a muffin. That's all.
You got muffins on the brain today.
I do. Half of it's your fault, half of it is Perron's fault.
Wow. You just said my name and his in the same sentence. I'm offended.
Fair. I'm sorry, that was rude.
It was very rude of you.
I was rude to Perron.
Hey!
I'm just
That's
messing
an
with
insult to Yuyas everywhere.
It is. I feel like Perron would be a banana nut muffin. I don't know why.
Because he's a banana nut?
Kind of? I don't know. I get that feeling that, like, his hair kind of morphs down into the top of the muffin. But actually that kind of feels, it's like a very plain looking muffin that doesn't really stand out or have anything to attract you compared to like a blueberry muffin with the sugar sprinkles on top.
And you're comparing me to him?
No.
Are you trying to say something about me?
No. But Perron does have like the little nuts inside where like he has those little moments of courage. That's what the nuts are. They're little moments of courage. Whereas, like, the rest of him is just padding around the muffin core, like the nut core. All of the rest of it is just fluffy padding that gives as soon as you poke into it. That's what Perron is.
Are you sure you're not talking about me?
I am sure. You are...
Yeah, what kind of muffin am I, Aki?
I would say you're a you're a strawberry muffin with an icing swirl on the top.
Why this muffin?
Yoda, VA is voice acting. You will see what I mean shortly. I've been doing it for a little while. Hopefully, you stick around and might enjoy it. I try to give every character their own voices and do what I can to make it interesting to listen to. And what were you saying, yeah?
Why a strawberry muffin with a swirl on it?
Because
what is the representation?
Because you're very strawberry.
I'm fruity?
Like, not just fruity, like you are very... When I think of a fruit and I think of you in the same sentence, I think of strawberry. Like, when I look at your character, I think of strawberries.
Okay.
And then when I, And the next follow-up of that is just the icing on the top is because you're super sweet.
Aw, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Marlita's a blueberry muffin, but with no sprinkles. The Melician is just like the cinnamon sugar raspberry swirl muffin that has all the things. Where if you try to eat it, the muffin is the one that eats you. Okay. Near the opening that leads down to the chamber containing the portal to Tatooine are several soldiers from the Kingdom of Ilelec. They appear to be additional troops sent by Queen Irowen to guard this location. All clear! Ah, you must be the Melician. My lead is down below. I don't know how much you can say about it, but some ghastly rumors have been going around that the people who were kidnapped were sacrificed in some sort of horrific ritual. Another soldier elbows the shoulder you're speaking with before they continue to you. Never mind all of that. Please just head on down. Okay. I wonder when Vane comes back. Melician, I'm so glad you made it back safely. When it seemed that a little too long had passed, we started worrying that something might have happened to you. I don't know what you mean, Bron. I was only gone for a little bit. You do look rather exhausted, but it's a relief you didn't sustain any serious injuries. Did you find another one of those cylinders? The Melician nods and hands the nose cryptex to Perron. Thank you. I know how hard you must have fought to get this, so it's my turn to give it my best. Perron takes the cryptex and turns it over in his hands, twisting each of the rings back and forth several times, making adjustments until with a click, some unseen latch is released and it opens. I think I'm getting better at this every time. Now, let's see where the clue points us to this time, shall we? Perron unrolls the slip of parchment that was locked inside the cryptex and begins to read from it. The faintest traces yet remain of that den of ruthless pirates, where mermaid song would fill the air, never to know the quiet. So was the isle that dreamt of a harmony impossible, a union of two races fated never their peace to make. Who is the messenger spreading the truth disguised as children's tales? The fifth symbol lies hidden in that land where deceit and vain hope keep their eternal slumber. Mermaids and pirates, is it? And harmony between two races ever at each other's throats. An island? Then the next location must be... no... Better Vastal. It looks like we're in agreement once again, Melician. Because of how the crew was phrased, Iria was the first location to come to mind, but considering the part about pirates and mermaids, I concluded it must be Belvast. So, when it speaks of the two races fated never to make peace, it's referring to humans and foamers? Because if that's true, I suppose it'd be the first time I've been in strong agreement with anything the foamers have written. We could never, or would never, be at peace with a race that sacrifices humans to resurrect their king. A little better than beasts. Perron. Well, I suppose our next destination is settled then. Oh, I wanted to tell you, while Miss Merlene and I were in Tara, we checked to see if anyone else had been kidnapped and whether Lilywin had learned the new information. According to Her Majesty, there have been no new reports of any missing followers of Heimerich since our expeditionary force launched its investigation. Finally, some good news. With everything we've seen, we sure could use a little of that, right? And what's more, I even got to see my brothers and sister briefly while you were off in Avon. I'd heard that the road from the Senmai Plains to Tara would take us near one of the Order of Heimerich's hiding places, so we decided to stop by and check in on them. Perron looked so happy to see all his younger siblings. It was sad to see them holed up there in hiding in fear for their lives when they should be free to run and play outside. I hated too, but it's still too dangerous for them to return to their normal lives. And beyond that, the youngest has always been a bit frail of constitution, I'm afraid. Her Majesty was troubled to hear of their circumstances and promised to send wagons filled with provisions for Perron's family and the rest of the followers of the Order of Heimerich.
I'm just thankful they're all safe. I'm not so obtuse, I don't know what's going on. I can hear the whispers as well as anyone. People are saying the royal regime is looking to court the Order of Highmark as a new base of support for Queen Iruin. Paran, that's... But honestly, that's alright with me. Before now, a minor faith like ours has never merited attention from anyone in a high position. And certainly not the Queen herself. It was the same for the Order of Jeremy Dark, which I imagine is why most of its members left for Connacht long ago. Me? I just feel incredibly fortunate that those in places of power reached out to us and lent us aid before it came to that. And even in the middle of such suffering, I've met wonderful people like the two of you. I hope that after all of this is over and we've done what we've set out to do, we can still be friends. I pray that's what Highmark's will has in store for us. Anyway, shall we go to Belvast? As you see Perron's face lit up with this warm, genuine smile, we're able to forget our worries, if only for a moment. Literally banana nut muffin. Forever muffin. See, this is like the sweet outer covering I was talking about. But it's also the type of muffin that can go bad very easily.
You know, every time I sell a muffin at work, they're all the same price.
Mm-hmm.
And the first one on the list is a banana muffin, and I always press it.
That's hilarious. That is actually hilarious. Marlene stares into the distance, deep in thought. Even though the Malician is standing quite close to her, she doesn't seem to notice that they are there. There you are. Sorry, I was just pondering when in Bervas we ought to shot first. Marlene's long braids sway slightly, rustled by a light wind blowing in the area. The Malician stares at Marlene and senses her mind wandering. Maybe this would be a good time to ask her about herself. Which do you want? Whole braid, or have you been here before? I'll just go with
Whole
whoever.
braids.
Okay. The Malician asks Marlene about her long braids swaying from side to side in the sea breeze. For some reason, they have always wondered about it. Did I braid it myself? I've been curious about it too, but I didn't want to be the first one to pry. I've heard that braids like that are worn as a symbol of the knighthood. It's not that? You know well I am no knight. I've always done it this way, ever since I was little. As far back as I can remember, I've worn my hair this way. Ever since I came to live in the orphanage. It seems like a lifetime ago now. I don't quite remember the details, but as I recall, another child in the orphanage told me my hair looked best like this, that it suited me. Wow, they must have been a good friend. Do you still keep in touch with them? Oh no, that's right, the orphanage you lived at burned down. Piran is literally just like, oh, by the way, have you kept in touch with your friend? That must have been so nice. Oh wait, your orphanage burned down, didn't it? Oh, such a shame.
I don't think I like Piran.
I hate Piran. He is definitely the weakest part of the generations. It's not that he's badly written. He's written well. I just hate the way that he's written. These are two separate criticisms. It is good writing of a character, but I hate that character archetype. And I hate having to do his voice. Oh, that made a scary noise. That means that I have to fix my... I don't know.
I feel like he's in every quest. What's wrong?
I had to fix my voice output because I couldn't hear you. I just heard, I feel like he's in every quest. And it broke again. Wow. Okay. Now I hear you again. Hi. Hello.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. CS la vie?
Il fait beau.
Oui, oui. I'm so sorry, Miss Marlene. You're thinking about another sad memory again because of me. Please don't be mad. I didn't mean to be so dense. It's all right. It was a long time ago.
And remember,
Oh, hello.
hydrate or die.
Thank you. Let's get up and do our best to stretch. Oh my god, my legs. Stretch time. Let's go.
You have legs?
Oi, oi. Yes. Oi, oi, oi. Let's do our best. Hey. Stand.
Okay.
Wow, it's almost bedtime for me.
Oh, wow. Thankfully, I shouldn't be going for too much longer. Okay. I agree with you, Moo. Though, I suppose it would be nice to meet them again one more time. It's unusual for her to avoid your gaze, but Molly looks away as she recalls memories of long ago, trailing off as she speaks.
Hello, doggy. Hi, doggy. Good doggy. Good doggy. Good doggy. Hello. Happy dog.
Wait, why are we talking about this again? We're here on a mission. There should be another Foamer Simber somewhere here in Belvast, but it would take far too long to scour the entire island. We should request help. You wouldn't by any chance know someone who lives in town, would you? This is the first time I've been to Belvast. I think we should inquire at the Admiral's residence. Admiral Owen is a good man and a trustworthy one. If we ask him, I'm sure he'll provide us with any information he's privy to that might help us in our search. For some reason, my view distance keeps getting reset. I'm not sure what's going on with that.
Do do do. Chee chee pa. Chee pa. Chee pa. Chee pa. Chee pa.
The Militian approaches Admiral Owen in his residence and observes him. His silver hair is cropped and combed with authoritative precision. Though his skin appears fine and pale and he is impeccably dressed, you cannot help but notice the subtle signs of aging on his face. There is a hint of longing in his eyes as he gazes out over the sea.
Well, if it isn't the Militian, long time no see, friend. What brings you to my home today?
I've heard you were elected to lead this recent expeditionary force. Are we to assume you're here on official business? The Admiral has a lot on his plate right now. I'd appreciate it if you kept it brief.
Come now, Shayla. Don't be like that. They've barely walked through the door and you're ready to push them back out. I have enough time to listen to our guests. And if Queen Irowen is overseeing this investigation, I feel obligated to do my utmost to help her as a loyal servant of the royal house.
Admiral Owen's grey eyes gaze at you as he continues, his voice calm and confident.
I've heard you're a faithful servant to the Queen, and am glad that she can count one so stalwart among her allies. So then, what brings you here? If you've come all this way, I presume it's no trivial matter.
The Militian asks if Admiral Owen has heard any stories or rumors about a suspicious stone monolith in Belvast recently.
A monolith? Around here? I'm afraid nothing comes to mind. Is that what your expeditionary force has been searching for? I'd heard you were investigating the disappearance of those people from the Order of Heimerach. So whatever this is, it must be related somehow.
What does this monolith look like? A pillar? Some sort of statue? I can't recall anything noteworthy that might fit any description I can think of. They must have some sort of special property, though, for you to seek them out. Admiral Owen brushes his hand through his silvery hair and continues.
I'm sorry I can't be of more help to your expedition. I'll make sure to keep you informed if I hear anything pertaining to the monolith you're looking for. Shayla, dispatch an owl if you receive any information that might be related.
As you wish, Admiral Owen.
Excellent. Militia, you'll be the first to know if I find anything, but just in case.
Admiral Owen leans in towards the militia, his voice lowered to barely above a whisper.
I will ask her next time I see her. She knows everything about what happens out there. There you go, staring daggers at me again, Sheila. My desire is to aid the Queen in whatever way I can.
With all due respect, sir, that sounds like an incredibly threadbare excuse. But fine. Now, however, we need to be getting on with today's itinerary. The militia catches Sheila glancing at them. It seems that they really do have a packed schedule today and can't spare much more time on this matter.
Fine. Militia, it was good to see you. How about the break?
Oh, hi. Hi, Orochi.
Please send the Queen my regards when you next see her.
Just as the militia begins to feel a mite sulky that they didn't have any good leads to investigate, Sheila stops them. Militia, I'm not sure whether this is related to what you three are looking for, but there's a strange rumor that's been spreading recently among the children of Belvast. I don't know all the details or when it started making the rounds, but some of the local residents told me a stranger's been wandering around speaking to the town's children. Exactly what this purported wanderer talks to them about, you'd have to ask the children themselves. There's also the possibility that this wanderer is just a rumor spread by the children to get attention. Certainly it's not beyond the realm of possibility, children being as they are. I'm not sure it was related to what you're looking for, but it's the only thing out of the ordinary I can think of happening in Belvast right now. Anyway, best of luck, take care, and best of luck on your mission. A stranger spreading rumors to children? That reminds us of a line from the riddle Perron pulled from the most recent cryptex. Return to the Belvast Garden and talk with Merelian and Perron. The militia hops on their mode of transportation. It quickly hightails it back to Merelian and Perron. Zooming through the city streets, they're quick to arrive back where they are waiting. Interestingly, Thane has appeared.
Militian? To think we'd meet again this soon. It almost feels as though fate ordained this encounter.
Upon returning to the garden, you see a familiar face.
Ah, well met, Militian. I didn't think our paths would cross again so soon. I presume the investigation continues apace. It sure was a surprise to find him here in Belvast. Miss Merlene and I were talking with some people near the pub when who should I see walking towards us but Vane?
Oh yes, what an unexpected delight. The dripping sarcasm needs no room for doubt where Marlene stands regarding Vane's trustworthiness.
You were able to speak with Admiral Owen, right? Has he heard of anything odd happening in the area lately?
The militia informs them that Shayla let the militia in on some local information before they left the Admiral's residence about the rumor regarding the town's children.
A strange rumor, you say? Wait a minute. Wasn't that something like that written in the last riddle? Hold on, I've got it right here. It says, and I quote, "Who is the messenger spreading the truth disguised as children's tales?"
It seems a minor thing, and it may turn out to be nothing at all, but given the information you received in the wording of the riddle, I feel we'd be remiss not to investigate it. It's the only lead we've got so far, and it may lead us to what we're searching for. Vane, you were talking with the children near the lighthouse, weren't you? I want you to tell me what you're doing here in Belvast. I don't like that we keep running into you in out-of-the-way places when you have nothing to do with the expedition. There is no way it could be mere coincidence.
Whoa, Miss Marlene, don't you think that's a bit much? Vane, she didn't mean that in a bad way.
Are you serious? Of course I meant it in a bad way. Everything about you is suspicious, Vane. This is starting to get serious. You should probably intervene. Let's question Vane this time. As Marley said, it seems unlikely to be a mere coincidence that we've run into Vane again so soon. The Militian asks Vane why he's come to Belvast. No, you too, Militian. I'm really sorry, Vane, but would you mind telling us what brings you here? I'm sure it's just a strange coincidence, right? Right, sure it is.
Please, there's no need to be hostile. I was actually about to explain the purpose for my visit. Though I admit I'm somewhat disappointed that you would find me suspect as well, Militian. After we parted ways, I continued my search for my subordinate, Nulard. During my search, I heard news of his whereabouts stating that he was last seen here in Belvast, and so I boarded the next merchant vessel headed for the port. It appears the time I took to cultivate connections across the mainland paid off. At the very least, my search has reassured me that wherever my missing subordinate is, he has not fallen victim to the abductions that have targeted so many believers of Heimerarch.
That's a relief. Then he's safe?
It appears so, though I have yet to find him. I would be ashamed to call him my subordinate if he had been able to fend off a band of brigands.
They say you can judge a leader of a mercenary band by the quality of those who serve under him. Good soldiers gather under the banner of a good leader. Is that how things are in a mercenary corps, Miss Merlin? You fought with a band of mercenaries before you served the royal court, right?
Oh? How unexpected. I had thought you were a royal archer, raised on the king's bread far from the unpleasant realities of the world.
I'm not even going to dignify that with a response.
In summary, I've come to gather information from the last location my valued subordinate was seen. That is my purpose here. In truth, this is something of a homecoming for me. I hail from this land originally. Of course, I left a long time ago and have seldom visited these shores since.
Vane closes his eyes, recalling times long past. Slowly he opens them again, returning to the present.
I had received word that my subordinate was seen talking with the children here. He's been accused of having a rather dour look about him, but I've always known him to be quite kind to children. So when I saw a young group of children playing outside, it seemed a perfect opportunity to ask them if they had seen anyone matching his description. Just after I ran into the two of you as you were leaving the tavern, and now here we are.
Oh, I guess the kids weren't able to help you find your missing subordinate then?
Children can be rather wearying, their minds always turning in circles. Unfortunately, they had no conclusive info of the sort I could act on. The main focus of their chatter was some strange apparition that supposedly haunts the graveyard in the middle of the night.
What in the world are children doing hanging around graveyards after dark?
My initial impression is that they're just trying to see whether they can put one over on a grown man. But I figured there's little harm in checking it out. 'Tis not so uncommon for rumor to have sprouted from a kernel of truth.
Spreading the truth disguised as children's tales. Marlene whispers just audibly enough for you and Perron to hear. Why don't we join him in his night vigil, Militian? You? Wanna go with Vane? But what if it turns out to be a bust? The kids just made it all up so they could see who they could fool. Honestly, I'd just as soon not go. Certainly I'll take no pleasure from it.
But the fact is, Fane's subordinate is a follower of Highmark, and so his disappearance falls under the original purview of this expeditionary force's mission. I feel we ought to go with him just in case. Oh, well, I suppose that's that, then. I am curious as to what that passage from our latest parchment could mean. It seems we'll be paying a visit to the graveyard tonight.
Okay. Give me a sec. Oh, even more color. That's so cool. It looks so good. Oh, the little ribbons are showing up now. Oh, it's adorable.
I just saw another update to the Fox watercolor.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Ah. Okay.
And then after this one, we'll call it done for the night. I don't remember where the above-ass graveyard is. Do you go down here and then up here? Okay. Near the entrance to the graveyard, the Malician finds Fane standing deep in thought.
Ah, you're here. The others will soon follow, I presume. It seems you've yet to tell the others of the power you gained.
Fane's face bears the hints of a mysterious smile.
Do you fear them, what they would say? Do you wonder whether they'll think you more a monster than they already believe you to be? I take a different view of things. To accomplish any deed requires a certain amount of power, with great deeds necessitating greater might. Once mastered, that power can help you live a better life, or even change the world. And you, my friend, meet the requirements for that power. You are deserving of it.
Fane watches you for some time, then turns his gaze skyward.
Whatever it was the children think they saw, they were in agreement it appeared at the graveyard at night. Our timing is right, but whether it will show, I cannot say. Let us find out what we're dealing with then. I'm not so sure about all this. Do you think those children were telling the truth?
Well, what else can we do? It's not like we have any better leads to follow up on.
Miss Marlene, you seem a bit different from usual. Oh, are you shivering? I guess that's not surprising, what with the cold breeze blowing in from the sea.
What are you talking about? I'm no different than I always am.
The air is heavy, as though at any moment a dread spectre will burst forth from the earth with a ghastly wail. Aha, so even royal knights, royal guards harbor a fear of ghosts, do they?
Were you just trying to? Of course I'm not. Why would I cower in fear of something so absurd?
Wow, afraid of ghosts? I never would have known, Miss Marlene. You should have told me sooner, but don't worry, I'll take the lead.
This little banana nut muffin really oh, you're scared now, huh? Guess I'll take the lead when the entire past 10 missions he's been curled up in a ball sobbing on the ground it's so scary. This little banana nut muffin Oh my god. Absolutely disgusting. This little banana nut muffin really went, oh yeah, I'll take the lead. Actually try... Piran, I will cut you. I will cut you up into pieces with my sword. Huh? That's a ghost? Is that really a ghost? Wishing you saw it too, right?
Everyone, let's just calm down, shall we?
How can we be calm when there are ghosts just walking around? Was it real? Oh no. What if it can hear us?
Wait, is it holding something?
Oh no, what's happening now? Oh boy, what should I do? I didn't think ghosts actually existed! Come on, Miss Merlead, you're supposed to be braver than me. Huh? That's one of the monoliths, isn't it? But the ghost is somewhere over there.
I think our best course of action is to leave them here and inspect the thing ourselves. What say you, Malician?
Thane sighs and gazes towards the floating monolith.
I can see something in the middle of the monolith's face. I may be mistaken, but it seems to be a keyhole. Want to give it a closer look?
I'll go with you. I'm fine now. I swear it. I'll do my best. I've got this. I have my doubts about that. Hey, Malician? Oh, stay with Marlene. You should go examine it and let us know if you find anything stranger than usual. Braun turns his head, whispering so that Marlene cannot hear him. Instill Flame. Final hit. I wonder which looks cooler, the like giant thunder strike or spread slash. Let's change it to spread slash. It's the ghost from before. Ah, it's the ghost. Is it trying to guard the monolith? A ghostly guardian? That's a ridiculous notion. But it has something to do with the monolith. Of that much I'm sure. Fine. If speaking with that ghost is what I must do, then I'll...
You'll what? Wobble up to it on those trembling legs of yours? Just stay here and keep quiet.
Miss Merlead, just stay here with me and Vane. Your heart may be in the right place, but your face is as wet as a sheet.
Well, she's not wrong. That ghost may very well be connected to the monolith in some way. I'm not sure how one speaks with a ghost, but you'll have to communicate with it somehow.
The female ghost is incessantly muttering words that can't be quite made out. A way should be found to get her attention. Where are the shining shards anyway? Are they in my main door? They are. As the Malician strikes down a variety of ghosts, wights, and other unfortunate entities, shining lights spawn. By utilizing these shining lights, the Malician is able to attract the ghost's attention. Flashbang. Eight. Nine. 10. The ghost manifests its way and it takes the shape of a small girl. It begins walking towards the group. The militia runs in front, leveraging their weapon at the ghost. The other three stand by, watching with interest. Do you hope to destroy the evil stone? Oh dear, now she's talking! Oh crap! It looks like a young girl now, and it seems like she's got something to say. The Militian looks and nods at the ghost girl. People with black robes came here and left this thing. But suddenly everything went dark. Painful memories came flooding back. Thanks to you, I woke from the nightmare, but I don't have the energy to appear like this much longer. Hiding the stone took too much from me. I will give you the key, but please do me a favor. The young ghost's voice begins to fade even as she speaks. Please to leave her a message to my brother that Arons is free and fine now. Tell him thank you, that I'm sorry, and I really miss him. And that I want him to be free of the shadow of pain. There's so much more I want to say, but no time. Thank you for your help when you see my brother. Give him my message. And be careful with the key. Someone has locked away awful, painful memories within. And the ghost girl fades out of existence, leaving behind a shimmering white key. What's going to be done with the key? I guess I'll find out next time. Hopefully you enjoyed all of that today. Did my best, did what I could. I am gonna go ahead and read us out. Hopefully you all enjoyed the little voice acting today. And as usual, before I go, I want to give a little bit of thanks to those who've recently followed me, as well as those who came today to watch, and those who were subscribed. And additional thanks to Tachi for subscribing today, and Indra for gifting some more today as well. Indra was also the biggest gifter during the recent giveaway, so Indra will be getting a digital card with some nice things. So, that said, I will go ahead and read us out. Hopefully you all enjoyed story time today and enjoyed the tech runs and things like that. And I hope to be able to see you in the next stream. Thank you all ever so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.